Hello! Is Discord
Professional
muted?
streamer.
No, Discord is not muted. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Professional streamer.
Listen. Okay. Um. So here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I see you did the hydrate, Bob. So I'll go ahead and do that. So for those of you who are here right now, you might be, yes, Nika is not here tonight. She is exhausted. She's been working crazy hours all week, so I told her, hey, go ahead and take the night off. We'll figure something out.
Capitalism has ground her under its heel.
Yeah, basically. So rather than continue this dealio with our lovely peoples here. Oh, I need to pull up the window. Hold on. With our lovely peoples here. Why is... There we go. Alright. I was thinking we do some other side content, sort of like timeline backward towards like before the palace. We don't unlevel people, just for easy and whatever, but we go do something random, or we explore more of the fortress here, learn more about it. If you guys want, yeah, if you guys want to explore more of the fortress, that's actually a really viable option in case you guys want to do that. The only issue is trying to find a way past the guards, but like, I believe in you. I believe in you. But we're not going to go ahead with the plan that was laid out last session. But yeah, I think today we're just going to do some sort of side content. But before we get launching into that, would one of you guys like to...
It's the anime beach episode. It's the filler episode.
Exactly! It's the filler episode. So
it's the beach episode.
Can Miles get the wetsuit?
Before we get into that, does someone want to give a recap of last session?
I gave the last one, so
I
watched.
I shall give the recap.
Okie doke.
Now, mind you, some of this didn't end up getting written down in my notes because I was kind of busy trying to figure out some things. But yeah, we were dropped off of the Hellfire airship in this prison fortress.
Yeah.
And basically we're told that we are going to be here until some use is found for us as forced laborers somewhere. So, Artie's in prison.
Yay!
Madeline's first order of business was to find the biggest people there, who were still a good foot shorter than her, and throw her weight around. And basically it was the party settling in, trying to find a cell to call home, which we found on the upper floor of the prison. And there were some prisoners trying to bully some smaller ones that were, I think, teenagers-ish. Little guys, basically. And Madeline got up in their faces, told them to back off, and Morgan ended up treating one of them until he woke up from being absolutely knocked the heck out.
Mm-hmm.
And from there on, the party started trying to figure out a plan for escape. Then got word from one of the kids that there was supposedly an escape route that some people went on. Mm-hmm. And only one of them came back, and he got put in the high security section. So after scrounging up some spellcasting ingredients from whatever was found in the prison, which was
piss knife.
Yes, piss knife was a thing.
Piss knife, piss.
And I'm fairly certain that the party is going to try very hard to use that at some point.
Piss knife. I have to at least once before the campaign is done. I have to do piss knife.
It's gonna do it. It's gonna happen at some point.
I have to do it.
And I'm ready. I am so ready.
I need to do piss knife.
Piss knife is a canon event. You heard it first.
I need to do it. I need to do piss knife. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so party starts going to investigate where this hidden passageway is. We find there's a cell there with some people already in it. Thanks to once again Madeline throwing her weight around, we
Right.
managed to take over the cell.
After they sexually harassed the bird.
Yeah, that was the
and
thing.
then got bullied for that and promptly apologized and ran off afraid of Madeline.
Yep. Poor Burb did not deserve the unwanted advances.
She just wanted to touch their walls.
Yeah, so we got into the cell. We did indeed touch the walls.
Touch the wall. Yeah.
And we found a secret passageway. And Bedlam went all spider recon mode and mapped out a fair bit of the fortress and
Yes.
found our stuff, found where the stuff
Yes.
is, and found the high security section. Went down a creepy stairway and entered into the cavernous network beneath the fortress that was basically served as a corpse disposal location.
A very lovely morgue.
And as he was wandering around down there, he saw a quote unquote crying elven ghostly woman. We all know it's a banshee. It's no secret. We all know that's a freaking banshee. And, and
What do you
hordes of
mean?
undead wandering around.
And
What do
you know,
you mean? What do we mean? That's a freaking banshee.
I think it's really fair, but when he came back, he basically just finally had his first breakdown of the campaign, which I think is fair.
Not to be confused with the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you said first because it's not going to be the last.
No, it's the first of many. No, it's the first. Well, he's still got stuff he's upset about. He's just fixating on I need to get out first, then I can be upset about the other things because they don't matter until I get out of prison. So right now he's focusing on get out of prison, then have breakdown about other things.
Basically.
Fair.
So yeah, Bedlam, Ariale had a little bit of a talk. Everyone basically helped Bedlam feel a little less bad about everything. And, or at least centered in the moment and to handle all the bad later.
Basically, everyone was like, don't worry, bro, I'm sure we could get out of here. And he was like, I fucking doubt it. And then after a couple minutes, he was like, oh, wait, maybe we can get out of here, damn. And then that was enough. That was what he needed for the moment.
And speaking of how we can get out of here, the party formulated a plan.
I was gonna ask if you wrote down the plan.
Plan. I remember the plan.
I remember the plan.
The plan was, if I going purely from memory, I did not write down the plan because in my hubris I thought that everything would stay within my gray matter. I don't have enough wrinkles for this. So what I think the plan was is that we are going to start a prison brawl basically by doing the Avatar boiling rock thing.
Riot!
Yes. Basically by doing that. And then while all heck is breaking loose, we, the party, are going to make our way to the high security part, break out the Dragonborn that was one of the group that escaped the last time but came back in pretty bad shape. And then we are going to hightail it down into the caverns.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hubris is not ill-founded. My brain can remember things.
Go ahead and give yourself an inspiration. Let's see. So, for today, I am willing to take suggestions from the entire peanut gallery. If you guys, if the four of you guys have something that maybe you want to do or you want to tackle, Bedlam and Madeline, we can always go back and introduce the people you trained with. If you remember talking about them. We can also figure out if we can explore more of the fortress, like recover gear, and then pause before going down into the caverns and try to sneak through the fortress and see what's up top. We can also... I can try to whip up some sort of one-shot type-esque thing, and you guys can do it at your current levels, but before the palace raid if you guys want. Just some sort of timeline, or we can timeline to afterward, but still at your current levels. And I can whip something up. I don't know.
No, man, I want to do piss knife. I'm just kidding. This whole session for piss knife. No, I'm kind of down to do whatever. I don't really want to. I want to do something that will make everyone have a good time, because I don't want anyone to just be sitting on the sidelines.
And chat, you're also welcome to toss in ideas if you guys have something you want to see. You are absolutely welcome to toss in suggestions. That was kind of my whole point for flipping to this before making that decision. I was like, you know what? Before I make a decision and maybe somebody won't like it, let's poll everybody. Like if we're gonna take a side session and just kind of go do our own thing for a minute before getting down into more main story, I guess, stuff is the way I would qualify it. Let's poll everyone. Let's all collectively make a decision on the side quest we want to run.
This is your time, chat.
This is your
that
time.
Fan fiction you wrote and find what you want. It's time to make your fan fictions reality. Come on, chat.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Very
Okay.
hard to believe that anyone actually has fan fiction of us.
I hope one day that will be true.
I do too, honestly. Fan fiction and fan art.
I want Bedlam fan fiction and fan art. I don't care how cringy, I don't care how awful, I want it, and I will love it with all my heart.
I'm not okay. So full disclosure: before every session, I go back and rewatch the VOD from the previous session, just to remind myself of everything that happened, like in detail, and not just rely on the summary. Because the summaries are great. You guys are doing phenomenal. You guys are covering all the bases.
DM, you need to know shit.
But I need to know exactly what I said at times. So, where was I going with this?
You were talking about VODs because I mentioned fan fiction.
Oh, right. So, sometimes, actually, no, all the time. Anytime I go back and rewatch a VOD, I always think about how cool it would be to see an animated short based on funny moments from the campaign. So, an animated short about Can I Touch Your Walls?
Can I touch your walls?
That would be hilarious.
Or an animated short about you casting, that's the first half of it is you having the idea of Piss Knife, and then the second half of it is the actual casting of it. Or maybe someone makes a short about you guys finding the ruby, or I don't know, what have you, right? But I always in my head, I love watching little animated shorts of campaigns because it's a little 30-second clip from a 3-hour campaign or 3-hour or 4-hour session that has little to no context, but they're so funny. They're always funny.
I would unironically love for Piss Knife, no context, to spread as a meme. Just no context on it. Did you guys hear about the guy who was playing a druid and asked if he could use piss to cast Ice Knife?
But yeah, I would I think about that stuff, and that would be super cool. To see one day. That'd be super cool. I had another story in mind while people were still thinking about potential things they wanted to do, but now I've completely lost it because my brain is broken. Why is music being borky? Also,
it doesn't like you.
Ah, that's why it borked. My audio borked. Hold on. Alright, I might have to rejoin the Discord here in a second. Do I need to rejoin the Discord? I do need to rejoin the Discord. There we go. Hello, people.
Hello.
Okay, I will reshare BlueStacks. There you go. Alright. Let me pull up the board again. There we go. Anywho, What do you guys? Do you guys have any opinions? Oh, my poor CPU is dying. It is dying.
I mean, I do have opinions. We can all obviously share our opinions. Would anyone like to start? Who else has thoughts in their head?
No thoughts, head empty.
Because I definitely have thoughts. You know, I definitely think a lot. I'm smart. And
Oh gosh, Discord is going in and out and in and out and in and out. Hold on, let me open up my sound settings, see if I can. Well, okay, hold on. Maybe I don't need so many tabs open if we're not going all the way. I should still fix my sound. Hold on one second. But anyway, go ahead and what's up? Tell me about your idea. Actually, wait one second.
oh,
There we go.
hello. Okay, good.
My
You're
my
alive.
sound is bugging out. I'm fixing it. There you go. Okay. Did you have idea of some sort?
I mean, I have thoughts on
You
the
have-
matter. I
you
wouldn't
have
call it
thoughts?
an idea. I would be fine with actually going back and doing the whole meeting the people that me and Madeline trained with. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
I just, worry that Ariali and Miles should have something to do as well, obviously. I don't know what they would do, but I want them to do something. Everyone should be involved. I'm fine with, doing something that took place before the palace, even if it's just literally a beach episode. I can talk in the silly Bedlam voice for an hour or two and just have fun role playing. That's fine with me. And also I know that part of our plan was that Madeline said she wanted to get a favor from the guard and she was going to use the favor to get to the guy first with me as like a spider in her pocket or something.
Right.
But the favor required that people don't steal each other's livers for a couple days. So I know that we were probably gonna have to wait a couple days anyway,
Right.
and get our stuff back anyway. So we could do that. There's a couple options. I personally don't really think I'd want to do anything that happens after the cavern, just not without Nika. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, personally, I don't want to do anything that's necessarily in the quote-unquote future.
Same.
That's
because
fair, because you don't know what's
I'm going to be
happen.
realistic. We don't know who's going to make it out of the cavern.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hate the point you've just made, but it's correct. So, yeah.
we don't want to do something in the future and then be like, oh, well, oops.
Whoops,
that-
Bedlam actually died back in
Yeah.
the cavern, so he wasn't here, actually.
But if you close
I
your
mean,
eyes-
we could I'm okay with timelining backward and meeting the party that you guys trained with.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
And then afterward, if that doesn't take too terribly long, which I don't predict it will, that's literally just talking.
Talk.
We can potentially let me see. Let me go pull up my notes again.
My dad later asking me how D&D was. Me, I talked in the funny voice and pretended I was a gnome for a few hours. Real good for my mental health.
I could talk to mom.
You could.
You could talk to your mommy.
I could talk to my mommy.
See how mommy's doing. Ask if she needs anything from the grocery store while you're out.
Absolutely.
Mommy, I'm going on a run through
Wait,
the
shit,
caves
I don't have
of
anything to
death.
write
Do
with.
you need anything?
Not right now. You don't.
Fuck.
And she's like, yes, sweetheart, pick me up 2 zombie toes. And you're like, I got you. And you gotta sever
Hey.
them while you're going through the cave. Yeah?
You know how you've heard of piss knife?
Yes.
Piss pen.
Piss pen.
Ooh, piss pen.
Oh,
See,
no.
I like the... Listen, Bedlam...
Why
Bedlam's
is
all
the
here
ink
for creative
yellow?
use of pen. Of pissed. piss pen.
Listen, if someone could prestidigitation like a pen in my hand every 6 seconds or so.
You know.
Piss pen.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta do piss knife once in my life.
It'll happen, don't you worry.
I know. I feel like given the right level of desperation, yeah, Bedlam would do that.
Oh, I never went and grabbed a token for the Hellfire. I still need to do that.
Maybe don't and just never have it show up again. I think that's better option.
Oh no, it's gonna be waiting outside for us.
I don't want it back ever. You can leave
the
that
Hellfire
thing.
is terrifying.
Yeah, you can just.
Marlon,
I propose don't get a token and just don't write it in any of the rest of the plot. It's just gone. We just don't ever talk about it again. I don't want it back.
You know the better part.
Wish granted. It's now in Bedlam's backstory.
No.
You know the even greater part. I didn't even play it to full strength.
No, I know you said, and that's why I'm saying don't bring it back.
In fact, it was probably at
it.
minimum strength.
God, don't stop.
Yeah, I was trying to describe it last session, but kind of fumbled my words. Yeah, the Hellfire is responsible for the destruction of an entire city.
Yeah.
Once again, Bedlam longs to return to the comfort of his caves. Not the one under here.
Bedlam yearns for the mines.
I yearn for the mine. Bedlam yearns for the mines.
Let me just.
Bedlam yearn for the mines.
I just want to say one thing.
Oh god.
My basic stat block for a Dreadnought makes 18 attacks a round.
Sorry, what?
Bedlam yearns for the mines, for the simplicity of the mines. I wish to return. And I know once I get there, you're gonna do something to make me not want to go back anyway. You're gonna make me regret it, but like I know you will, because you're you.
There's now zombies in the village.
But I want to go back. I'm gonna like go back and my whole family's gone or dead or some shit. I know you're gonna.
I thought about it. I really did.
What do you mean you thought? You son of a bit. Does that mean they're fine?
No.
You'll have to find out.
That just means they're not dead or gone.
Okay, well that's good. That's a couple options off the list of fuckery. You
That
know?
doesn't
being
mean servants
by
by some
some other
Okay.
I could make them servants of some patron. I could make them not dead but dying. I could make...
that would be worse. Hey, listen, I have made so many D&D characters with the whole bad relationship with family, dead family, hates their family, yada yada. I have made so many little fucked up gay men. This is the one gay man I made that isn't fucked up. Don't do this to him. He's fine. Well,
okay,
no, he's teetering on the edge of fine
I'll
now.
I'll level with you. I think your family's gonna be fine. I don't think I have any reason to mess with his family down in the caves.
Okay, good. The extensive network of gnome brothers and sisters are fine. That's wonderful.
Mostly fine. Fine from any threat that they can perceive.
Yeah, but them being not fine because of a threat they can't perceive was exactly what Bedlam's OCD convinced him to leave for. Exactly. So that doesn't make me feel any better! You son of a bitch! Decide what we're doing, you shit state.
Okay. Let's
go to the beach and fight crabs.
Let's go to the beach so I can make
Why does that sound like a phenomenal idea?
I want to make a sand castle.
Okay, first,
No, we don't want to fight the kinds of crabs Bob is imagining.
Wait, now I'm confused.
I just want to collect seashells and make a sand castle with my friends. Bedlam's never seen the ocean. Just take him to the ocean so we can go, ooh, it's a really big puddle and have a good time.
Why does the tavern have... Oh, I do have a thingy for it. Oh, Discord borked again. Oh no, I cleared this. Okay, cool. I cleared this. We're all good. Hold on, I need to fix my sound really quick. I will be right back.
God, he's having a lot of problems, isn't he?
It's freaking the amount of CPU that all these windows take.
Well, then get more CPU.
Download more CPU.
I have silenced them. There we go.
You. How dare you silence us?
Cast silence on us.
How dare you fucking silence? My words need to be heard. Even if they're a name.
Don't worry, my
bullshit,
words don't need to be heard.
Alright, I have Miles, I have Madeline, I have Ariella,
Hi.
and I have Bedlam.
Tee-hee.
Let
You
me
won't
make
go to sleep. You
y'all
wake up in the
a
middle of
little
a
bigger.
wooden floor.
You all wake up in the middle of a wooden floor. You're in the back rooms, Godspeed.
God damn! I was just gonna say, ideas, back rooms.
Same brain cell, same brain cell, same brain cell.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
I keep forgetting that, yeah, you and I are the two dumbass boys in the party. The rest of them are all smart women.
Yes.
Smart might be a bit of an
Yeah,
overstatement.
smart might be not the word.
Well,
Yes.
Madeline is smart in terms of like the street smart. She's done so many things that I've been like, that's so bad. That's gonna get us in so much and she somehow just gets out of it. Like, nah, Madeline is smart in her own way, dude. Maddie pulls some shit that I can't even begin to comprehend.
Exactly.
Hey, look, it's my one
Respect.
self-insert.
Yeah, it's mine.
And it's Mylon. And Lux is definitely the brain cell of the party, so yes, smart.
Don't
She's
make
literally has
me.
the highest intelligence.
Literally, and Morgan's a fucking doctor with like a college degree. Bedlam's just a man who crawled out of a hole in the dirt. And Bop is just snow.
A man who
country
crawled
man.
into a hole in the ice and became a boy toy.
Yeah, so we're just the men who crawled in or out of random holes.
So
yes, we're just
okay.
the dumb
Hold on.
men.
Let me pull up BlueStacks and let's not listen to creepy.
My power's not even my own.
No, because you're a warlock. That's how it works. That's not yours. That's on loan from mommy.
Exactly.
That's on loan. You know what? You know what someone should do? Someone should make a warlock patron that's like a used car salesman.
Like what?
And you're like, you've got like a lease on a car, and that's the pact. Like that's what gives you your warlock power. Can I please, God, be pact of the used car salesman warlock?
Used cars.
That's so great.
I want pact of the used car salesman.
Bop,
That's
is
what I
that my
want.
Blood Mage Warlock subclass? Is that kind of what that is?
I don't remember. I've never looked at your Blood Mage Warlock subclass.
I'm making that my
Darn.
status now.
And then Derek, you said used car salesman, and all I could think of was the dad from Matilda.
I am doing a Stremch Wolfie.
Mm.
I am doing the Stremch. And Boppa
Alright.
wants the nya nya. Alright. So anyway, so timelining backwards, before the
Yes.
palace raid. To
Let's do the time
before
warp
the
again.
to the week before when you guys were training, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got an idea.
Oh no.
It's using part of Bop's idea. Hold on a second.
Wait,
Okay.
which idea? I've had
Which
a bunch of bad
I was
ideas.
gonna say, wait, what? Which bop idea? I'm scared.
Crabs.
Listen, if it's
Crabs! Crabs!
I
That
have
was
no. What is the stat block for a giant? Before I throw these at
Oh,
you,
the giant enemy crab.
The giant enemy crab.
what is the stat block for before I throw? Oh, it's weak as hell. Okay, let's do this.
Oh my god.
Felix comes to us, hey, the basement's infested with crabs.
Filled with crabs, just to the ceiling with crabs. Please, God, kill them.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Please put Miles in a wetsuit.
Oh
I like how this is turning into an unofficial beach episode now.
my god.
It's great. It's great. Hold. That's what I'm changing the title to. Hold on.
Unofficial beach episode.
I'm sure the dust and grime of a bar's basement.
There we go.
So
Can
I'm hearing
be just as good.
Bop. I'm hearing Miles in a wetsuit, right? I'm hearing that.
Yes.
I would like to raise you a Bedlam in a bikini.
Okay, so Maddie and Bedlam. Remember, if you guys recall, when you
Yes.
went out, Madeline, you were on a mission to train for the Charger feat, and
Yeah.
Bedlam, you were on a mission to train for Warcaster, correct?
Yes.
All right. So but the issue is that you don't know very many people who can do this. In fact, the total sum of people that you know that can do these things is 0. So, you guys headed to Felix to kind of see if he knows anybody. And Felix, if you recall, he said that he knew of another group of adventurers who might be able to help you. They call themselves the Wrecking Crew.
Love that name.
Yippee.
Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
And he asks if you would like to meet them.
This is Bedlam pre mass killing trauma, so I have to remember the joy in his voice. I have to remember when he was like, "Oh, hello."
I
Yeah,
mean,
Bedlam. Yeah,
play him how you want. This is
yeah.
pseudo non-canon. It's mostly canon, but pseudo
Yeah,
non-canon.
Bedlam, when asked, do you want to meet them, he'll just kind of nod his head and be like, "They have a very fun name. They sound like they'll be interesting to meet."
Madeline's gonna nod in agreement, just be like, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it should be. He says, "All right." And he points to a table at the bar because this is in the evening now, and at that table, I'm gonna move Felix up here.
They're at a tavern. It's almost like they're an adventuring group.
Oh, really? Really? Who could have guessed?
How many of them are there? I'm curious.
Quattro, 4.
One less than us normally.
What are their names?
Well, their names are displayed on their tokens, but I will tell you in a second.
Why don't you look with your eyes?
Because that
Mario?
text is really small for me.
Look with your eyes.
It's a
Even
big
when
map.
I blow them up. Oh, yeah, you have to zoom in order to see their names. But
all just blown up to ginormous size.
yeah, I don't know why the text doesn't also increase, but it doesn't for whatever reason. You have to
Again, Druid guy looks very cool. Druid guy cool.
Yeah, so he points you to a table, and these 4 adventurers. You've got this dwarven, you got this dwarf in. I think he's in. Hold on, I need to go pull up his character sheet. I want to say half plate, but it might not be half plate.
The image is half plate, I think.
I can also see scale mail, so I'm going and checking. Where are my character sheets? There you are.
Yes. Pardon?
I don't actually want to use Edge to open up PDFs. That's how that's the
I don't want to use Edge to open PDF.
And that's how Stream crashed.
Your whole computer just bursts into flames because you wrote
Okay,
the word
cool.
Edge.
He is wearing breastplate.
Okay.
Okay. He is wearing a breastplate. Which is fine. Hold on.
That's his fashion choice,
Why is it trying to open another PDF? Okay, hold on. Let me just open up all of these.
You, having time there?
There we go. Okay. Haha, there we go. Anyway, so you have, I think they're dwarves. Yes. So you have two dwarves, one a dude and one the woman. The guy is wearing breastplate. And he's got a druidic staff across his, or actually, he's got this druidic necklace that's his focus. The woman wields a maul. It's a massive hammer. I've got a kobold, who's just wearing unassuming robes type of thing, like unassuming clothes. It's a red kobold. And I've got a goblin with a pair of goggles and strapped with several guns.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! They're strapped. Fuck yeah!
She's got two pistols on her waist and then a musket and a shotgun strapped to her back.
Already I stand. Already I stand. Girl is strapped. I respect.
Anyway, so do you guys? We can bring all four to come meet these guys.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have to just be Bedlam and Madeline. You guys can come along if you want to meet the adventuring party too. In fact, I highly recommend everyone meet the adventuring party because this could be a fun. These could be fun people you meet, you interact with later.
I mean, yeah, if he's like, yeah, I know who can help you with that, points out these guys, and Bedlam sees like other people that are generally his height, he's like, oh hell yeah, I'm talking to them. Oh fucking course I am. Big smile on his face. He'll kind of like look at the rest of the group with that excitement of like a kid who wants permission to go say hi to the other kids at daycare.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of learned not to just run off with the group, but he's also kind of like, shh, can we go?
Yeah, all four of you guys can go over and chill with this group. So
Rayali is just like, all right, I suppose I can use my 27.5 minutes of free time today to look at that.
Bedlam,
Mom said it was okay.
Mom said it was.
like, literally, Bedlam like hugs your leg and like speaks a little bit with that little like yeah, like just like hops over to say hi now that he's got Mom's permission. Mom signed the field trip slip. I can go.
So okay, you've got. They are all they're actually having drinks and food, and they seem to be celebrating something right now. They're laughing and talking about something as you are walking up.
Yeah, Bedlam's just walking up to say hi. If anyone wants to follow him, you can, but he's going. Or already all just let Bedlam make an embarrassment of himself like always. Yes, there's Madeline, good. But Bedlam will hop up, and he'll kind of like he's kind of trying not to interrupt the conversation, so he'll see if there's like an easy moment, like a lull in the conversation to kind of like wave and give a little like, hello there.
I mean, there's like a moment as they're all taking like a bite to eat, and you can step up. Roll me. I know this isn't your most advantageous stat.
Please don't charisma. It's charisma.
It's a charisma check to see how well they like you. What's your first impressions?
Bedlam never makes good first impressions.
Do it. I have faith.
Okay, charisma. Just straight charisma.
Straight charisma.
Come on, baby. Oh my god. It's that one with a -3.
Oh my god.
What the fuck does Bedlam do to make him so repulsive?
Hey, Mylon.
What?
Are rolls an unsigned integer?
Our rolls an unsigned.
Oh god.
What do you mean?
So, you know, Unsigned integers aren't signed.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So if you go negative,
It's technically still positive.
it's extremely positive. 'cause
Yeah.
Overflows.
I think the point that Madeline made in our group chat is really good, where she's got that gif of Alex the lion going "Hi there" with his like teeth in the camera, like that
Yeah.
with the big metal tooth. That's what makes him intimidating. Or just,
Well, okay, so
this guy.
the
Yeah.
dwarf dude is respectful, even though you clearly aren't
Oh,
very
yeah.
you clearly, so you walk up, you
I'm not
trip,
charismatic.
and you sneeze all over the table. That's what happens. That's your nat 1.
Bedlam. I'm glad Dwarf Fan is like, okay, let's not beat his ass yet. Okay.
I should have gotten more water before the session, but either way.
That's good.
So the dwarf looks over and he's like, he looks over at you and he's like, greetings. That's what he says. He says greetings.
This
Um,
greetings. Okay.
And he says, I like he's okay. I have to. He's about to say something else, but as he's saying whatever else he's about to say, the goblin slams her hands on the table and points at you and says, "That was me ice cream!
Oh my god.
Why'd you ruin my ice cream?"
Bedlam, like, kind of, like, straightens up a bit, and he kind of looks at her, and he goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm rather, clumsy, honestly. Sorry about that."
She sits back down and crosses her arms, and she says, "You'll make it up by getting me another one."
Sure, that's fine. I can do that. Bedlam's like, "Oh fuck, goddammit."
The other two, the kobold and the dwarf lady, don't seem so concerned or whatever. Actually, the dwarven lady, she just keeps eating.
Don't care.
She don't care. Yeah,
Extra gerbs means more immunity. Don't care.
she literally don't care. She has a high enough constitution that she can afford not to care.
I respect this. Bedlam is actually going to, when he says, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll go get you another one." He actually is gonna like.
Yeah, she's fine.
He's gonna like toddle over to Felix
Uh-huh.
and do the like finger pushing together thing. You know that thing. He's gonna come up and he's gonna be like, I accidentally messed up someone's ice cream. I was hoping I could get more for them. I feel kind of bad about it."
It's gonna be 3 copper.
Okay, he just hands that over. Just takes the ice cream. He just feels real bad about it.
Roll me an insight check really quick. Or a perception, your choice.
I have a feeling perception's gonna be better. Let me check. Perception, yeah, and then insight. Oh yeah, perception's better by a couple. I'll do perception. Please don't be in that one. Yeah. Okay, it's not. It's, oh god, I forgot how much I get with perception. That's 22 with my addition.
Felix is watching this whole thing go down, and you can absolutely tell he's trying not to lose himself laughing.
Bedlam, Bedlam for once actually has a brain cell and sees that. In this rare moment of noticing how much of a klutz he is, he blushes a little. He's embarrassed.
He's
He's
embarrassed.
got that little like deep blue blush on his cheeks because he's blue.
Aww.
And he's embarrassed.
Die.
He's blue, down deep with the eye, and he's embarrassed. He'll toddle back, and he'll hand little Miss her ice cream, kind of just shove it over very
Great.
quietly, and now he's quiet. He's like,
She
Yeah,
nods
like
her
shoulders-
she nods her head at you, claps a hand on your shoulder, and she says, "Thank you for the meal." And she goes ahead and digs in. The clap on the shoulder is a lot harder than you were expecting for a small goblin.
Ah, strong.
Just forceful.
Forceful. Okay. Gives you that bro pat on the back, like, oh yeah.
The the lady, the dwarf woman seems to be like looking around at you guys, and she's definitely studying you. But as she is, the dwarven druid here, he asks you guys, what can I help you with? Silence. Yeah.
Bedlam will talk. Unless, Maddie, do you want to? Cause you can.
I'm not gonna talk, but I'm just gonna say, as the woman looks at Madeline, she's just gonna give her like a nod of respect, seeing that she also carries a hammer.
Fellow hammer woman.
Ah, yes, hammer.
She nods right back at you, seeing your own hammer at your waist.
Respect.
Cause you have a warhammer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this giving me like sword lesbian vibes? But Bedlam's kind of doing that thing that kids do where he's like staring at his feet when he's talking now. So he's like talking more at the floor than at people. But he'll say like, well, me and my friend were looking to, well, learn some new tricks for battle, and we didn't know who to talk to about that, and Felix said that you guys would be good to talk to about that.
Oh, you know Felix too, then.
Yes, we've known him for a little bit now.
Well, take a seat up on at the table here. And they go ahead and help pull up 4 more chairs so that you guys can join them at their table. And they as you guys are kind of sitting and vibing, they introduce themselves. Their leader, this dwarven druid, his name is Thorgrim Stoneblood. He's from the Stoneblood clan in Paramina, actually. Nika would know of them, but regardless. Or I guess Morrigan would. But anyway. He also introduces his sister, Brynmora Stoneblood, who is a dwarven barbarian. I think she's a barbarian. Like 98% certain she's a yes, she's a barbarian. And then we have Free Flocks Boomy Sticks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I see where this is around.
You see where I got the name from? Yes. I had to look up FF14 naming conventions for goblins.
I was gonna say
I had to look it up.
Where you got that name.
I had to look it up, but I did look it up, and so it's a canon goblin name from 14. Anyway,
I'm going to, you know, that's fine.
what?
No, nothing.
Okay. She's an artificer specializing in explosive tactics.
Good.
And then we've got Kirko, who is a red kobold draconic sorcerer specializing in pyromancy.
Wow.
I can see why it's the Wrecking Crew. Lots of explosives and strong.
Yeah, that's why they call themselves the Wrecking Crew, is because they're all shorter races, and they all specialize in more destructive practices.
Destroy, kill.
The one level head in the group is Thorgrim, and he's the leader.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. I will admit that when he's like, oh, I'm a druid, Bedlam kind of perks up a bit just because that's, aha, you've hit his hyperfixation.
Right. Do you mention that you're a druid as well?
Yeah, Bedlam would kind of still a little shy because of his debacle introducing himself, would kind of quietly be like, oh, I'm actually a druid as well.
He smiles at that and he nods approvingly. He likes the fact that you're a druid. He thinks being a druid is cool, I guess. That's why he is one.
I mean, Bedlam thinks so too, so Bedlam's gonna sit his Tokus right next to him. Druid bros.
Druid friends.
This is gonna be my new best friend, I don't care what anyone says.
He is a Circle of the Moon, though. He's not stars like you are.
Oh no, I know, but still druid, and also moon and stars still in the sky. Best friends.
Best friends, alright.
Best friends.
So, so Thorgrim mentions, he's like, you mentioned wanting to train, and Felix directed you to us. Are all four of you looking to train, or just a few of you?
I might be at a later date. However, at the moment I find myself otherwise indisposed.
That's fair.
Similar boat here.
Ariale was just like spells.
Yeah, Ariella was copying spells. Miles went
to the library for a fucking week.
Yep.
Miles was milesing.
Miles was milesing.
Hashtag just warlock things.
Yeah. Bedlam will kind of be like, I think it's just me and my friend Madeline. Kind of.
He grins. He grins a wide grin through his beard, and he gives it a stroke as he leans over, and he's like, well then, do tell. What are you interested in? How can I help new budding adventurers?
I'll go first. Madeline's gonna look at him and just be like, I want to be able to use my strength to plow through my enemies.
To what through your enemies?
Plow through them.
Oh, plow through them? He gives a good hearty laugh at that. And he's like, well, I think that could be arranged. And you, little gnome, you said your name was Bedlam, right?
Yes. I'm interested in warcasting.
Warcasting? Well, you'll definitely be wanting to talk to, Free Flocks. As for you, Madeline, I think I might make your trainer. After all, who better to learn charging from than the wild animals that charge?
Oh, druid stuff, yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Free Flocks is going to pipe up, and she's going to say, I have an idea for a first lesson.
Oh no. Oh no. I have to admit, I think it's very funny that upon first meeting his fucking trainer, he sneezes in her fucking ice cream. Great job, Bedlam. Yeah, Bedlam kind of looks at her with that tone in her voice, and especially after they met, and he's like, oh, great, but what is it?
She says, let's...
What's she gonna do, throw explosives at me or some shit?
She points at Madeline and she's like, you want to learn to charge, and then she points at Bedlam and she's like, you want to learn to cast without needing a free hand. Let's do this as a field exercise. And she looks to her other three teammates and says, let's say we go on a hunt.
Oh, Go to what?
Thorgrim is eyeing Free Flux with a wary eye. So Bryn Mora actually turns and she says, "For those of you who don't know, there is a Hunters Guild here in Spiretop. We could accept the hunt there and use it as a good opportunity for your first lesson in the field and for us to be able to see your abilities. First-hand experience."
Crabs, aren't we, Mylon?
What?
We're gonna hunt crabs, aren't we, Mylon?
We're
We're gonna hunt crabs, aren't we? Beach episode.
It's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna go roll up a fudge ton of crabs.
I can't wait to pull the star form on the crabs.
It's gonna be
That's
great.
what I'm gonna
Oh, I
do.
should also mention, you guys have all your loot as it was when we left off in the fortress.
Okay, good, thank you.
We'll just like
We'll just casually hand wave the fact that we have stuff.
Listen, we have Ariale. Time is a wibbly wobbly ball of, bullshit anyway. It doesn't matter.
Wait a minute.
you have the ruby. Maddie has her throwing hammer. Like,
Oh my god.
don't worry about it. Like, we'll just play with all our fun stuff. Level
Okay.
Does that
4.
mean that Ariale and Miles get to go despite their research and everything?
Absolutely.
Ariale, now is the time we must use the ruby to obliterate the crabs. It was what it was made for.
I'm giving these crabs spellcasting now just to prove what the ruby can do.
The crab casts piss knife.
The crab casts fireball.
Okay.
Obviously, when we picked up the ruby, it created a rift in space and time, and we're just like back in time now, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so yeah, Bedlam's cool with going on a hunt. He's fine with this. This is doable.
Perfect. Okay.
We can kill crabs. That's a good way to spend an evening. Go kill some crabs.
So,
Sorry, what's that one Skyrim dialogue where it's like, mud crabs, terrible things, I hate them, or whatever the fuck, that. The crabs.
So they take you out of the shifting sands, and they lead you guys towards. Oh, where's the Hunters Guild Hall? It's in the Stone District, I think. Hold on, I need to go pull up the map for Spy your wait. Excuse me. Where's Spiretop?
Did you lose the map?
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Sweetheart.
Uh-oh.
Oh
No,
the
Owlbear
map's
just
gone.
knew it got bombed and now we don't have a map.
I no longer have a Spiretop map.
Well, that's bad.
That is quite bad. That's unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate.
That
considering
sucks.
We need that.
There's a lot of things in Spiretop. Am I sorting?
Yeah,
Hold on. Am I like missing something here?
Owlbear heard you talk shit and just deleted your overworld map just to fuck with you.
Like, I have.
Listen, Owlbear 2.0 kinda sucks. Not gonna lie.
It's probably not awful if
Wait, there's fox.
It's probably not awful if you make the campaign in Owlbear 2.0. But the migration from 1.0 to 2.0, I've lost stuff.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I forgot about Nika's lovingly rendered Foxy on the main map.
Well, that's a shame. I'm kind of like,
Yeah, not gonna lie. I don't think they should have just cut 1.0.
I don't either, but it is what it is now. Again, I think if you start a campaign in 2.0, it works smooth. if you start building it from the ground up in 2.0. Because the systems I've been seeing, I'm like, okay, I can see how you're supposed to use that. But when I'm trying to port over a campaign that already has over 100 different assets, organizing all those assets into the new organization system is hard. I'll just go back to the tower and it's fine. But anyway, so they bring you to the Stone District. If you guys recall, that was in the southwest portion of the city. And now my bitrate is dying. Come back to bitrate. Thank you. That was in the southwest portion of the city. The Stone District has, like, I guess you could call them miscellaneous buildings. It's more permanent, more permanent buildings, more not necessarily commercial type stuff, but utilities. So banks, churches, some hotel type things for visitors. You've got the Hunters Guild Hall. You've got stuff like that, right? So they bring you to this guild hall, right? And it is a hoppin' place. Let me.
And you walk in and it's overrun with crabs.
There we go. Cool. I like this music. You walk into the Hunters Guild Hall, and like above there's like these big grand double doors. It's like this big old archway, and above the doors it just says Hunters Guild. And it's like this big 2-story building. You guys walk in, and right out of the like right in the main room here in the entry room, is this big open meeting hall with like it's like a tavern. It looks like it's set up like a tavern. You've got a bar set up to one side of the room, with a big old post board, like a wooden one of those wooden post boards where you nail in postings and bills and stuff like that, right? They've got one of those right next to the bar. And then they've got a bunch of tables. There are 2 stairs, like 2 sets of stairs on either side going up towards the back of the room, that go up to the second floor. And then there are doors leading out of here towards the left, which is like a small single door. And then there's like another set of double doors towards the back. And then those sets of stairs at both of the back corners lead up to another door on each one. But you guys come in here and it is hopping. Like, you thought the Shifting Sands was busy. This is just as busy, but it's all times of the day. And everyone in here looks equipped. They are all adventurers. Not a single person here looks like they are a merchant for a living. And so Thorgrim, or actually, Thorgrim turns to you guys and he's like, "Welcome to the Hunters Guild Hall. You can register for a hunter's license at the bar counter. The people manning the counter will help you fill out your paperwork, and then they'll direct you to," and he points to the double doors in the back between the stairs. They'll direct you to the guildmaster, and he can have a personal interview with you as well. For today, we won't be bothering with all that, but because we'll just take the hunt under the Wrecking Crew's name, and but you'll just be tag-alongs as hired help. And he goes over and he's like, "Would you He goes over to the postings board. Do you guys want to follow him, or do you want to mingle with the crowd and see who all you see, or do you want to go? I mean, there's a number of different options. I don't want to limit your options to just a couple, but
I mean, I know personally, Bedlam will follow Druid Man because he wants to be friends.
okay,
He's gonna follow Druid Boy.
okay. The rest of you?
Seeing as we're not bound by the laws and restraints of the normal flow of events,
Yeah.
I'll tag along.
That was a lot of setup for sure.
I'm just sitting here wondering, like, okay, if we were in the actual campaign, like, what would he do?
My brain, as he was like, we're not bound by the normal. My brain went to, what, is he gonna fucking call his warlock mommy dom down and, like, destroy
Yeah,
what
that's-
is he gonna do?
I mean, at this point in time, I have a pen.
You do have a method of contacting her.
Oh my god, anyway.
Ariella and Madeline, you guys also tagging along?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We're all just following him like lost puppies.
Bryn Mora is also tagging along. Kiriko is standing by the door, anxiously looking at all the people. Free Flux immediately goes to the bar and orders 3 pints for herself.
Nice for her.
And she totally just sits at the bar, drinking them as fast as she can, because she knows for a fact that Thorgrim is going to choose quick. And in fact,
I gotta get these in now.
yeah, exactly.
When you said 3 pints, my brain went to 3 pints of ice cream.
Yes, that's what she does. That's exactly what she does. I won't hear otherwise.
Nobody introduced to her the idea of ice cream floats.
I don't even think Bedlam knows what that is.
Anyway, so Thorgrim walks up and he surveys the board for a second, and then he pulls down a posting. You get 3 guesses as to what's on it.
Crab.
It's a posting for a horde of crabs that have interrupted.
Crab talk like people.
They've interrupted fishing in Estel Bay.
Bedlam. Wait. Yeah, Bedlam would know what a crab is. He's never been to the ocean. Bedlam kind of like looks at the.
Let me pull up the region map for reference as to.
You can kind of like see Bedlam like trying to like mouth the word, like he's sounding it out. He's like saying crab to himself. He doesn't know what a crab is. He's like trying to think what a crab is.
Let me pull up the city map. Is that little village labeled? No, it's not. Okay.
To crab country.
So.
Is that crab country?
So that circle, this circle right here,
That's where we
is
are.
Spiretop. Yes. Welcome back, Discord.
Is this crab country?
Yeah, it says near. I don't remember what I was gonna call this village, so I'm not gonna commit to a name right now.
That's fair.
But near this
It's
village,
Crabville.
near this village is or the poster for the bill is in this village, and he's basically like, hey, there's a recent horde of giant crabs and they're interrupting fishing vessels. Like it's hard to spread out fishing vessels along the coastline because of all these crabs that are scaring away the fish and making life difficult, basically. He promises some sort of reward that's not really important right now.
This is like almost word for word a Final Fantasy XIV fetch quest, and I'm here for
Listen,
you're right.
He wears his influences on his sleeve.
it. Yeah, anyway,
Look,
continue.
all right. Listen. Final Fantasy XII had an entire hunt system fleshed out and everything, and it was phenomenal. There were side quests. There were freaking boss hunts. There were ranks you could attain within the guild. Like all this stuff. I'm just sort of importing my own version of that. All right, on the fly. It's great.
Oh, okay.
So Crabs! But basically, that's the gist.
Crabs.
And he's like, let's tackle this. And he's like, I and my crew will watch you. Basically, make sure you guys don't hurt yourselves too bad, and because I want to see what you can do.
Okay. Bedlam, I feel like Bedlam's just legitimately, like, kind of furrowing his brow, and he is gonna kind of, like, look at Thorgrim, but also, like, mostly lean over to his friends, because he doesn't want to sound like an idiot. He's kind of doing a lean over to your friends, and he's kind of like, what's a crab?
What's a crab?
He doesn't know what a crab is!
I know, that's the best part.
What's a crab? He doesn't know what a crab is.
A six-legged aquatic animal, sometimes eaten as food.
Oh,
Got
okay, this shouldn't be too
pinchers
hard.
that it's got little claws they use as pinchers, and she's kind of like trying to mimic claw pinchers with her hands.
Bedlam sees you doing that, he starts doing it. He's doing the little, like, claw pinching. Can you imagine a group of adventurers comes up to you, they're like, we want to trade under you. And you're like, okay, cool, we'll do something simple, like killing crabs. And one of them's like, what the fuck's a crab? And then starts doing the claw pinching. When someone explains to him what a crab is. This is a great group. I love this group. Okay. So we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we get
So
travel to grab?
so Thorgrim is gonna suggest let's take the ship over. Let's not bother with walking it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ship?
Free Flux grins the biggest grin you've seen yet. And she says, "Hi, it's me pride and joy." And
You mean to tell me you have an airship?
Bryn Mora nods. The dwarf barbarian, she nods and she's like, "It does make for getting around quickly. It does make that an easy process, an easy and painless process. Very useful when hunting."
What class is it? Excuse me.
It is a gunship. I don't remember which what the classes are really quick. I will hold on. Let me see if I can remember. There was I remember the gunship classes. There was Pelican and Falcon. Yeah.
Free Flex just pulls out the Hellfire.
The Hellfire?
Oh, no.
No, I'm pretty sure they have a Falcon class gunship. Yeah, they have a Falcon class gunship. And so they lead you to the aeroport, the aerodrome, whatever it's called. I forget.
The aeroport!
Whatever it's called.
Aeroport.
It's the aerodrome. I forget what I called it several sessions ago. It's been so long since we've been in Spiretop.
Nah, I like aeroport.
Aeroport. And they lead you actually to one of the private docking areas. And as they're walking in, one of the staff kind of pulls them aside or pulls your whole group aside and is like, "Hey, which ship are you here for?" And they list off the name, and the name is gonna be, what's the name of their ship? What would my goblin gremlin name her gunship?
Big boom? I don't know.
Something very bombastic, I imagine.
How about
Yes.
Big Thunder?
Oh, good name.
They it's called Big Thunder. And they check it off. They sign them off. And they walk you guys, like the staff walk you back towards this private docking station, and you see this airship. I don't have a great picture of it. Hold on. Let me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Opening a new tab. I need my Google Drive back. Give me my Google Drive back. I require my gunship stat block. Airship stat blocks. Falcon class gunship. Here you are. Okay. Right. Okay. So this sucker, is like 30, 35, 40 feet long. And it is gunmetal gray. It is painted gunmetal gray. Gremlin voice. Let me see. I'll have to get like a good picture later, because that's gonna take digging. I guarantee it's gonna take digging. But it's like a gunmetal gray. The name Big Thunder is painted on it really sloppily on the side. It's got a dual seater cockpit. And also my bitrate is at 0. That's concerning. It's got a dual seater cockpit. Void once then yeah. I'll do Gremlin voice in a second once I'm done explaining this. Actually, can you refund the Gremlin voice? Because I don't want to do it during D&D. Bob, thank you. Please don't refund everything again.
Too late.
God freaking.
I'm kidding.
Okay. But so there's a dual seater cockpit, and then it has 4, like, they look like big fans on top as like wings. And then it's got a lowered like ramp inside into the gunship itself. And then you guys also notice it's got one main cannon right underneath the cockpit. And then it's got several turrets, 2 on each side. One underneath each engine. So, yeah, it's loaded, right? And the goblin, Free Flux, she is going absolutely bonkers over this thing. Because she's super excited to fly it again. And, let me flip back to, I guess, Tavern. We'll just pull up the party again. Go away, Felix. Anyway, so do you guys hop into the gunship with them? Hop into their airship?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bedlam's never ridden one, so he's like excited. He hop in.
Yeah, so you guys hop in, they pull the ramp up, and you've got the docking station disengages. There's the clamps on the ship itself, and then like this massive not like portal as in like swirling teleportation circle, but portal as in like opening. Like the dome above this private docking station opens up, and you guys see Free Flux and Thorgrim. Actually, Free Flux and Kirko pilot the ship up and out and towards the east. And this thing goes fast, a lot faster, in fact, than a horse. It flies 300 feet around, and that's without dashing.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it neumes. It neumes.
Nice. Bedlam's little brain is like I like the sky. The sky is where the stars are, and I'm in the sky, and his face is just like plastered against the window. He's like so excited. He's like, ooh.
All right. So if you guys want to vibe for a moment, I can roll hit points for some crabs.
Crabs, crabs, crabs. Remember to give them piss knife and fireball. They have to have spellcasting, clearly.
Yes, they do.
It's required by law.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of ones I'm rolling.
Yes. We will decimate the crab army.
Okay. Do 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 do. I'm going as fast as I can, I promise.
No, you're alright, you're alright.
If someone, I saw Krill saying they just joined and want to be caught up. If you guys would like to give a brief recap of what's going on, feel free. For those who are just joining now. Don't everybody all talk at once.
Basically, quick summary is Nika couldn't make it tonight because of work stuff being heck. So we are doing a flashback, basically a little flashback beach episode adventure filler thingy. And yeah, it's basically the week before we went to the Spiretop Palace, and while Madeline and Bedlam are training for their feats, we are working with another adventuring party to go hunt some crabs.
Crabs, 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 crabs. I will admit in my brain what's kind of consistently going now is the South Park crab people.
Am I the only one with Crab Rave playing?
Yes! Wait, you're right. Oh my god.
Hydrate, I will in a minute.
Right.
I need to go get more water, but I will in a minute.
Mylon, I humbly request you at some point put Crab Rave on.
I can't get copyrighted.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm sad. Put Crab Rave.
Wah, wah.
Fine, I'll listen to Crab Rave on my own.
Alright. Let me... Okay, I rolled HP. Let me go run and grab more water. I'll be right back.
Okay. I hope the crabs are having a nice rave on the beach.
Because we're about to come crash it.
Yeah. Crab party crashers.
It's time for food.
If you want to eat crab for dinner.
Crab legs are
Yes.
back on the menu, boys. Just...
Okay, I am
wonder
back.
How many crabs there gonna be? I'm like curious. How big are the crabs? How many are there? Are they violent?
The
Or are
bill
they just
posting...
partying?
The posting doesn't say. It just says there's a bunch of crabs.
I'm excited to meet the crabs.
Okay. So we are going to... Oh, bitrate is dying. In 1 second, we're going to... there it goes. So the trip... So normally, let me go pull up the map really quick, just to kind of give you guys a picture of how long this might normally take, right?
Okay.
So let me zoom in over here, and let me just pull out my ruler. Yeah.
It's like 2 hexagons away.
Right, it's 60 miles. Even on this tiny little whatever, it is 60 miles to walk this. That is, I'm pretty sure, 2 days to walk that. Hold on. Let me just 5e traveling speed. Travel pace. Yeah, that's like 2 to 3 days. That's like, okay, no, that's like basically 3 days. You get there on the late afternoon on the third day. To walk that. You know?
Quite a journey.
Oh, I think when you said crab people, I just thought of people from South Park. That's what he's referencing. I'm pretty sure.
That's what I am referencing.
This thing does the trip in... Let's see. If it covers what you would normally cover in a minute in a round, so in a tenth of the time, okay. So if it normally takes you 3 days, it takes you 0.3 days, which is 8 hours? No. Math.
7.2 hours.
Yeah. Wait. But you don't travel for 24 hours.
Yeah, but you said it was... Okay, so how long is a day's march?
How about this? We just do the math
9 to
manually.
10 hours?
How many feet are in a mile? 5280?
Yeah, 5280.
Divided by...
You said it was 300 feet around, right?
Yeah, 300 feet around. Well, 300 feet around, I'm gonna go... That's total feet. So let's... Okay, if I divide by 300, that gives me the number of rounds. So if I divide by 10, that gives me the number of minutes. Just over an hour and a half.
Woo!
It's 105 minutes, basically. 106 minutes-ish, give or take. So what it would have taken you about 3 days to walk, this thing covers in an hour and a half. Just to give you an idea of the speed of airships.
Guys, I think I want one.
Bedlam's like mystified. He's like watching the little countryside go by and he's like, ooh.
Yeah. Americans and their feet.
Listen, we didn't choose this shit. It was forced upon us. We were taught it by the American school system, and now we don't know how metric works.
Okay, I'm just saying there's 5,280 feet in a mile, or there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I can legitimately envision a mile. I can't legitimately envision a kilometer.
So you're saying you can envision 5,000 feet? That's kind of weird.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Alright, let me...
Also, Krill, you are absolutely correct.
Alright, so welcome to... We're going to tone down the intensity over here. And we're going to flip to town.
Beach. Not Crab Beach.
There we go. Actually, let me flip to the desert. That's just easier.
Hide this? I can't hide that, okay. I don't need all these freaking...
Anyway. Steal the airship, Arielle.
I think that would make the person I'm trying to learn from very angry.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to steal the Big Thunder.
I don't think so either.
No.
Considering none of you know how to pilot one.
Someday.
Maybe.
The Hellfire will be ours.
So, you guys fly. There's not a aerodrome, airdrome in this tiny little fishing village. All right. So the airship, what they do is they basically just park it outside. They land it in a clearing outside on a mostly flat dune, and bitrate is at 0 again. But anyway, they land it, they park it. Free Flux takes the keys, whatever, right? And they lead you into this village, and Thorgrim explains, he's kind of explaining how a hunt works. And basically, like, there's like a you know, a step-by-step process to this, right? Basically, even if you take the posting for the hunt, like the bill, nobody will know if you don't tell anybody, right? So number one, like, you could totally just say to the guild that, hey, you're taking on this hunt, but the guild's not going to track down the poster and tell them for you. So you need to go out, meet with the poster. Hopefully they'll give you some information about where to find this thing. You go, kill the thing, report back to the person who posted the hunt. They'll give you the reward. And then hunt complete, basically. And you can come back to Spiretop to, celebrate a day's hard work, essentially, is the idea. That's the general gist of things. So AKA out of character. They make really good side quests.
I'm definitely starting to see the Final Fantasy 14 fetch quest nature.
Listen!
Are you ready to play the new MMORPG, The Reigns of Fate, coming to you soon?
The new Final Fantasy. Fuck Dawn Trail, Reigns of Fate.
Oh my goodness. Listen! It's a good idea. You can't tell me it's not a good idea.
No, I'm just bullying you.
That's fair. Anyway, so he takes y'all. He points out on the bill that it says, like, oh, it's this person. Like, he has, like, it points out, like, it has a person's name filled out. We're gonna name him. Krabby Joe.
Oh yeah, yeah, baby.
Krabby Joe.
Krabby Joe.
Favorite NPC of all time. Krabby Joe.
Listen.
Krabby Joe.
Krabby Joe.
Crab legs? Does he sell crab legs?
Yes. He says that usually if the poster doesn't include a location, you can go to a nearby tavern of some sort. But in this case, the poster does include a location, and it just so happens to be a shop named Krabby Joe's. Krabby Joe's Crab Shack. Krabby Joe's Crab Shack.
Yes.
This is so stupid.
I just thought of the dumbest thing. Wait a sec. Bedlam, having just learned what a crab is, and then being told, yeah, this guy's name is Krabby Joe, and he runs Krabby Joe's, Crab Shack or whatever the fuck. I feel like he just kind of like tilts his head and he goes, "Is Krabby Joe a crab, or?"
I don't know.
I would presume not.
Can crabs write?
He's either a crab or just deranged.
I hope he's a
not sure
crab.
which is worse.
I want to meet the crab that can write. I hope he's a crab. Does he
I
hold
need
the pencil in his
I
class?
have
Like,
no idea what race I'm gonna make this insane. No, we're gonna find out.
Krabby Joe is actually a unique subspecies of Dragonborn called Krabenborn.
Krabenborn.
Oh, Simic Hybrid.
Oh, no. Krabby Joe is actually an elf. Anyways. Oh, Krabby Joe.
Actually, let's just expand these. Makes things easier.
Oh god, he's huge. Oh god, I'm huge.
There are 80 y'all, so we're gonna be here for a second.
god. I'm sorry. I love Krill's comment of it's like Planters Peanuts being run by a peanut selling other peanuts into livestock. Yeah, that's Krabby Joe's.
Absolutely.
That's Krabby Joe's. He sells the legs of his people for food. No regret.
All right. So here's your traveling adventurer party combination thing. We've got a lot of people here.
The tall people are in the minority. It's short people supremacy.
Not
It's real short king hours.
Not everyone's running a daycare, okay?
I am offended. How dare you?
And I think this is hilarious.
Fuck you.
So, you guys start
It's
walking.
hilarious, though.
What?
I was saying it is hilarious.
Oh, it is.
Sorry,
Yes, it is.
I shush.
I am the majority.
No, I thought you said. I thought you said. You know what's hilarious though? Like you were about to say something else, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?"
Oh, no.
No, you're good. You're fine.
I mean, to be fair, the greatest question is which one of us short people is the shortest of the short people? That's the important question.
Probably the kobold. I'm not gonna lie to you.
True.
Kobolds
Hey,
are
I'm not the
little.
shortest. I'm not the shortest now.
Yeah, because aren't you really tall for a gnome?
For a gnome, I'm tall. Yeah, I'm 3'8".
Cute of them going, I'm not the shortest anymore.
I'm tall for my race. My family thought I was a tall boy until I left.
So,
Anyway,
so you guys are walking down the village's like main road, right? And as you're walking, you see Krabby Joe's Crab Shack, like right there
fuck.
in all its unholy glory.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like it like the name is in big red letters above the door in like this wacky font or whatever because he's paid extra for that. And it's like this little unassuming wooden shack otherwise.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Thorgrim is gonna go in, but this is a small building, so Brenmora, Kiriko, and Free Flocks are gonna stay out. Who else is gonna go in with Thorgrim?
Bedlam wants to meet the giant crab. He's going in. Bedlam sees that sign. He's like awestruck. You see like wonder on his face. Like he's just like oh, and he has to meet the crab. He's going in.
Okay, now the real question starts: is he actually a crab?
I need to see the man, the myth, the legend, Krabby Joe. I need to know. I mean, the concept of a giant crab being like, yeah, go kill the other giant crabs is the fucking funniest shit.
No! He should be a... Wait, no, what's the... Is it... Wait.
Yes.
I need to remember... which race it was. No, that's the wrong race. Hold on.
Aren't
Is
there
it
like...
hybrid?
See, my thought was they're sea elves.
Lokatha! Lokatha! That's what they're called! Or he's a Kuatoa.
Oh, the fish ones.
Yes,
Oh,
fish person.
Fish people! Yes.
Kuatoa.
Yes,
Instantly,
yes,
he's a
yes.
Kuatoa.
Yes.
He's a Kuatoa.
Ah, this is a fish. Straight up fish. Literally, just a fish.
Oh my god, it's like the fucking Innsmouth people.
So...
Yes. Yes.
So let me pull up a screenshot.
I'm gonna scream.
Let me pull up a screenshot for.
Wait, is this just Innsmouth? Are they all fish people?
No, Krabby Joe's a fish though. So
Okay,
for stream's
Krabby
sake,
Joe's fish.
here's Krabby Joe.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Except he's wearing a hat.
What's that?
And it's like this little brown hat that has crab legs attached to it, dangling off the sides.
Yes. 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 Yes.
This is an absolute gremlin. Oh my god.
I'm fucking here for this. I am so here for this. Krabby Joe. Mylon, I make one humble request. I don't care how and I don't care when, but way later in the he needs to come back. We need Krabby Joe again. He has to retire. I don't care when or how or why. but he has to be in the main plot at some point.
At
somehow.
some point, he needs to
I
appear.
need Krabby Joe. Anyway, I haven't talked to the man, the myth, the legend. I want to talk to him.
Okay.
Krabby Joe.
Oh, you know what I can do is I can make him a token really quick. In like 34 seconds. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna make him the fastest token in the Wild West.
I wonder what Mom thinks of Krabby Joe.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I didn't mean to mark on
Bet
that.
he thinks he's gonna be a delicious snack.
There we go. Clipboard. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Go away, Snip Tool. We don't need you for right now. Thank you. Alright. We're gonna make his border red. Because he's Krabby Joe. Actually,
Yeah,
more of a
Krabby
pinky
Joe.
type. Because crab meat. And then, what border style speaks crabs?
I wish they had just had one that just wasn't crab.
Something sea themed.
Something sea themed.
Something that looks like waves.
I happen to
Actually-
agree.
Mylon, I have to admit, I am very tempted to draw Krabby Joe.
Please do.
If I draw him, will you make my art of him a token for when he comes back?
Sure, buddy.
Your pal.
That's
I will draw him.
not
I will-
awful. Ooh, that looks like a compass, and compass says sea navigation to me, so we're using this.
Yes.
Alright. Download token. Hold on, Owlbear, come here. Manage images. I just need drink from the fire hose. No, don't add a new collection. I need to add an image. New image.
Drink.
That one. Yes. Edit. His name is Krabby Joe. I have no idea what is the problem with this man. But he's definitely an NPC. Alright.
He exists in your world now. You made him, and he exists in your universe.
Did I just put him in the maps? I did. No, he's a character.
Krabby Joe is the world. He's the world to me. He means everything to me. Krabby Joe.
Alright, the pink on the desert background, I don't know if that's super working.
Yes, there he is. Joe.
Perfect.
I'm so glad he exists now. I love you, Krabby Joe. I love you so much.
So, you guys walk in, and it's this fish person standing at a counter, and as you walk in, there are racks of crab legs. He's got crab shells. He's got packaged meat. He's got it all. He sells nothing but crab. He sells crab in every fashion possible, and he sells nothing but crab.
You know how in the SpongeBob movie they have those like decorations and shit made out of dead sea life? Does he have like crab statues and like little crab arts and crafts that he sells too?
Hell yeah, he does.
Arts and crafts.
Fuck yes, arts and crabs. I need one.
Got any lobster?
I love him.
That's like the duck walking up to the lemonade stand and saying, "Got any grapes?"
Literally, this is a crab man. You don't ask him that.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is
He's Pepsi.
So you guys walk in, and this little fish man is so excited to see strangers in his shack, in his little hut here.
Crab shack.
he is like bouncing at the opportunity to see somebody else here. So much so that the little crab legs on his hat are like wobbling as he's walking up to you giddily. And he's like, he says, yes, yes, have you come to buy crab?
Bedlam's got a smile from ear to ear. He loves this guy. Loves this guy.
Thorgrim steps forward and he's like, we're here about the bill you posted in Spiretop. And he kind of shows him the posting, the bill, from the Hunters Guild. And he says, oh, yes, yes. And he says that, there are crabs terrorizing the countryside. Yes, yes. They have gathered into groups and they're far too numerous for just me to handle. So I contract hunters. And he says that he says there are two fishing spots that I normally use to catch my smaller crabs, but I guess I must have angered them or something because now they come out in droves and these ones are much larger and much bigger and spicier than the ones I'm normally used to. You can they'll they
Ooh, that's a spicy crab.
he pulls out a map of the surrounding region and he marks two locations that are on the coastline of Estel Bay, that are north of the village. They're not far at all. And he's like, here and here. Those are my two fishing spots. And there are big crabs each one. Can you bring back their legs? He says that with like big eyes.
Krabby Joe has hunted so many crabs in his time, he has pissed off the Eldritch Crab God, and he's now being sent the Wrath of Crab God.
Welcome
That's
to
what's going on.
Mylon's side quests when whipped up in 50 minutes.
Basically.
Literally. I love it.
Anyway. So Thorgrim nods and he leads you guys outside. And he's like, from here, my crew and I will we'll take a back seat. You guys lead the way. You know where the fishing spots are. We should find the crabs nearby. And we'll let you deal with this threat however you will. We are here to watch.
Bedlam nods, turns to his group, kind of points to the fact that there's two spots and goes, so which one should we check out first then?
There's one, there's a closer one and a further one. Just one that's like... Actually, I'll say there's... Well, actually, yeah, no. There's just two spots. One closer to the village, and then one further out. But they're both north from the village along the coastline.
I would start with the closest one, and then we can branch further out once we handle that.
That sounds alright with me.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go scout out the crabs.
Alright. So you guys start waddling off, right? And the first spot isn't very far away. Suddenly I need a crab token. Wait, do I have a crab token? Hold on. Can I search just crab?
Use the crab raven, which
I
crab.
do not. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Let's go grab a crab then.
Alright, guys, considering the battle we're about to go in, I don't know if all of us are gonna make it out, but I wish you luck against the crabs.
Man, these all look like really epic crabs.
Oh, hell yeah. The most epic of crabs.
Can I copy and then add new image? Perfect. Okay, cool. Anyway, so you guys set out north from the village. Set up a go ahead and set up a party order for me. We're gonna go ahead and shrink everyone down to 5 foot again. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good to be
Yeah.
wherever in the party order. I don't mind. I think.
I feel like we have one clear front runner and
I was
three
gonna say Madeline should go
wishy-washy.
first. Madeline, you go first. I'll be like kind of behind you to your left because I actually have decent armor and HP. And yeah, y'all can just sit behind Bedlam. That's fine. Again, and I want to stress this also for chat. I built Bedlam like a glass cannon, so like he doesn't have a shit ton of HP, and he's not like the highest in armor, but he does a shit ton of damage. And then I was given the magical half plate that we got from the castle, which with my other stuff is gonna give me a 19 AC. So the glass is being taken out of the cannon eventually. I am excited. Anyway.
Magic items are great.
Dude, I'm so that's the highest AC I've ever had in any campaign, and it's on a fucking druid.
Druids are scary, man.
I am so excited to get to like higher level druid with. I am so fucking excited. You have no idea.
Alright, I'm actually gonna back these suckers up a little bit more.
I want Bedlam to be an absolute terror and menace.
Anyway, alright. So, the first fishing spot is about an hour's walk out.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna roll for random encounters.
Grab a counter.
Okay, well I didn't roll anything, so nothing messes with you. On the way up, as you're walking up, you guys can tell that let me just move you all down here really quick. You guys are coming up. You guys are following the coastline, right? And
Yes.
I'm gonna go switch the music really quick. Let's see. Let's find.
Grab appropriate music.
Something a little more interesting. There you go. You're at the beach.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob SquarePants?
Alright, anyway.
Red Beach. Okay.
So, you guys walk up, you crest over this hill kind of thing, and you can see sprawled out before you are a bunch of crates, a small rowboat, like pulled up onto the shore, and tied to a stake type of thing. You can see some bags of fishing traps and fishing nets. And you also notice, 8 of these giant crabs picking their way among the fishing spot, and like making chittering noises as they're knocking over crates, stepping and destroying traps, that sort of thing. Generally being a nuisance.
The crabs are committing property damage. Oh god.
How do you guys want to do this? Let me.
Good question.
Well, first of all, how close do you guys want to get to the crabs? Do you guys want to stop 60 feet out, 90 feet out, 30 feet out?
I think 60.
60 feet seems like a safe.
60 is decent. It gives us time to strategize.
Yeah, I agree. 60 feet sounds good.
Yeah, our crab assault.
I'll just sit 120 feet and we'll just start
We have
sniping.
to do snipe the crabs.
Let me just move these 4 over here in the corner. Because they're just gonna watch.
They are witnessing the crab murder. That's what they're doing.
Hi, Discord. Thank you.
They're observing, making sure we don't die to crab.
Yeah, if you die to crab, you're kind of not worth training, I guess.
And if we do start dying to crab, then they can take over. And
Then they
so
can
we
be
don't
like, okay,
actually
hold on.
canon TPK without.
Okay, real talk, those look delicious.
Delicious. Look at those crabs. Look how colorful those crabs are.
Exactly,
Look
delicious.
at those pretty little crabs.
I'm hungry.
Oh no.
Now he craves to consume crab. Oh my god.
All right, how do you guys want to do this? Let me label them really quick. I hate how it's 2 button presses now to edit their text instead of just 1.
I know.
Well, I have. So
let's see. All right, guys, what's our plan here? What's our plan for crab destruction? There's 8 of them and 4 of us. How big are the crabs?
They're medium sized, so bigger than you.
Oh god. They're bigger than me.
Okay, so there's 8 of them and 4 of us, right?
Right.
Yes, and they're bigger than a bed.
Theoretically,
Okay.
you guys can all take out 3, except one of you takes out 2, and I can miss every shot.
Ohio.
I did get new dice.
God.
I don't. I haven't rolled above a 10.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot tonight.
Hard.
Okay, so yeah, it's, approximately each of us gets 2, except Miles might offload his. That's, that's the sacrifice that Miles is willing to make.
Can I swap a cantrip for firebolt again?
What's up?
Since I would have had that prepped before the castle.
Oh, you got
You can take Firebolt, sure, I don't care.
Yay, I want to run firebolt.
Yeah, I think
Because I can't re-equip it in the current episode.
How much do I move?
Listen, man, I don't really care so much about continuity right now.
We're murdering giant crabs.
Like,
Exactly.
Fair enough.
For Krabby Joe the fish man. He wants their legs.
like if you want to do something really silly, like I'm gonna level with you. Giant crabs are not hard at all. I would have 0 fear throwing this at a party level 2s. All right, and you're level 4.
Mylon, I want to tame one of the crabs to be my seed.
Wait, here we go again.
I'll let that be canonical.
But I could do it. Is the thing. I won't, but I could.
We'll just roll to the BBEG with a zoo.
Listen,
It's gonna be
just
great.
Collects animals, like fucking. Oh my god.
Who needs to wild shape when you have a posse of them?
Who needs to wild shape when you've got literally every animal you've ever encountered following you like a posse? Yeah. Okay, well, if it's not that problematic, right, we should theoretically just be able to roll in there and just,
And just kind of...
curb stomp them a little, right?
Yeah.
Just give the crabs a little bit of a curb stomp,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my plan, right? I'm gonna sample some of the goods. Primal savagery sounds real good. I'm just gonna take a little nibble. It's just Little crab leg. Alright.
Alright, so we're fighting these things.
Should we just give it a shot? Just attack and kill?
I'm
Murder,
down for that.
destroy.
Same.
Basically, it sounds like it's cut loose and have fun with it.
Murder,
Basically.
destroy, kill. Okay, I guess we roll initiative then.
Maddie, how close are you gonna want to get?
That's as close as I can get in one turn.
How far is that?
Okay.
35 feet.
Wait, are we doing initiative?
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me if you want to remain unnoticed until the.
Yeah, she's stealthing.
If you want to remain unnoticed and get that close before combat starts, roll a stealth check.
Look at them. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
What's their perception?
I
Not great. I'll roll perception checks for those two. Hold on. Well, they see you and start chittering at you, but you do get there. Roll initiative.
They're chittering. Oh god.
Oh, now okay.
Where'd my die go? There's my die. Alright.
God, I need to roll 8 initiative. All right, hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Have fun.
5, 6. I have 7 sets of dice. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I have 7 d20s. I'm missing 1.
Yeah, I'll roll a crab for you.
Roll crab.
All right, tell me
I
what
rolled a
roll.
12.
You rolled a 12 on the d20.
So yeah.
All right, cool. One of those. All right, cool. Well, I rolled decent on some and bad on others, so generally all over the place on this. All right. Let me put those back. Flip the music really quick. Kadabada! Madeline.
20.
Miles.
9.
Morgan has a 0. Bedlam.
17.
Nice. Arielle.
28.
Holy
I rolled a natural 20 on initiative.
Well, okay then, lady. You go first.
Jesus Christ. On a bike.
Okay. Ariella, like, since we have all of our fancy magic items,
Go for it. Pull out
Ariella
whatever
is
you want to do.
going to basically hold out one hand in front of her, and the ruby floats out of her sleeve and just kind of stops in front of her hand. And it spins, and a firebolt leaps out of the ruby and goes to hit. Which crab is that? I'll go with crab B.
B. All right, cool. Roll to hit. These boys are tanky. As far as AC goes.
I'm never gonna hit them.
That's 24 to hit.
A what?
Shit.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits a crab.
Oh, 9 points of fire damage.
You instantly roast that crab.
Yay, food.
Roasted crab legs.
Yep.
Delicious.
Madeline, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run over to A and hit it.
Nice. We're gonna crack open the shell.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits a crab.
Dope. And then that will be 5 damage.
Okay. He is injured.
Injured.
I don't need to mark them injured. We don't have told the dead here. Actually, I'll go ahead and still mark them injured so you know that who's been hurt. Oh, I don't have an easy way of doing that. I don't have an easy way of doing that. Never mind. No, we're not.
Oh.
Because I can no longer just
Thanks,
color
Albert,
him
you
with a.
know.
I can no longer just color him with a circle unless that's like something only the DM can do. No, it seems like I go to attachments. Yeah, it doesn't look like Wow, that's kind of dumb. Okay. Regardless,
Yeah,
anyway.
overall, I'm not super impressed with 2.0.
Yeah.
It seems needlessly complicated compared to what 1.0 was.
I agree. The reason I liked Owlbear 1.0 was because it was simple. But anyway. Madeline, anything else on your turn?
No, that's all.
Okay. Bedlam.
Hi.
Hi.
I kind of have to dash. I'm kind of far away from the action here. Hold on. From me, the nearest crab is a while away.
So it doubles your movement speed when you dash, right?
Yes, sir.
God, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just move as far as I can. Hold on. I'm trying to figure. It's far. 60. Okay, so like right there. Okay.
Well, if you pick up the ruler, there's like a move. If you click the
Yes.
little
Oh.
character option there at the top,
Yeah?
and then move your character.
Oh. Okay. Is that... Oh.
Tells you how far you moved.
Okay. That's good. Okay, I run. Bedlam is running into combat with Crab.
Do you want a bonus action, Shillelagh?
Yes.
Cool. All right. I now have a lot of crabs to go. What is that? HACFG. HACFG. Okay. How far is it from... Okay, that's not happening. That can happen. That can happen. That's not happening. Okay. Bedlam, we're gonna have
Yeah.
Crab C come down to you.
God.
And then, Maddie, we're gonna have fun.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, Maddie. Why do the crabs hate Maddie so much?
Oh my gosh! There's so
Holy
many crabs.
shit.
Bedlam, we'll do you first. What's your AC?
Currently, as of now, it's at 16.
Okay, cool. You are fine. You are untouched.
Yay.
Maddie, what's your AC?
19.
19? Holy crap, 19. Only one crab manages to actually damage you.
Oh my gosh.
It does 74 damage.
Oh, no.
Instant kill. He snips your head from your body. Instant death.
The second one. So A. Actually, the one you attacked, he hits you for... Where's my D6? 5 points of damage.
Oh god. Oh.
And you are now grappled by his claw.
Oh.
Okay.
That's all. That's all. Miles, your turn.
So, I'm very far away.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna just start blasting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The classic warlock.
Which one do you want to blast?
I don't particularly care. I guess look at the one on Bedlam.
Thank you.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Wow, I actually fucking hit!
You did it! You did it.
Oh, what is that? For 2 damage.
I'm sorry.
Nice. The little laugh, little...
E and D now need to go.
You chose warlock, bro. You chose this fate.
Listen,
Yeah.
the dice I roll doesn't matter what class I play.
You know, fair.
I'm a low roller in general.
Two crabs. Oh god, whatever will I do?
Ah! Bedlam, I'm sorry you get crit. Maddie, you get hit again.
Can I make it so the crit that hit Bedlam would hit C instead with my cloud rune?
Oh
You absolutely can.
Yes,
That would be very nice.
Yes, Maddie, do it.
You know what's even better? I maxed the crit damage.
Oh my god, Maddie, that would be so based. Oh my god.
And it totally kills Crab C. It does. He
Maddie,
had just
I love
enough
you.
hit points.
I love you.
Oh my goodness.
That was a brilliant maneuver.
Maddie, you will take another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Ariale.
Okay, Ariale is going to.
She's gonna move there, and she's gonna pitch another firebolt at. Which one is that?
Okay, she's gonna pitch a firebolt at D.
D. Okay.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, sorry.
That is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okie dokie.
I think you've got the two who are like. You've got the actual close
twinsies.
range.
That's 2 points of damage.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
To D.
Yes, the casters.
Okay, cool.
I'm a caster too. I'm just not a squishy in the back, I guess.
Madeline.
I'm being grappled by A, right?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna swing down on it with my hammer then.
go for it.
That's a natural 20.
If you want to roll, you can. Poor A has 1 hit
dead.
point.
It's dead. It's just dead, bro.
So 1 HP and gets a crit by a freaking really tall fighter.
It did 17 damage, so.
God.
Yeah, you outright kill this thing. You break its shell in. Its shell shatters under the impact of your hammer.
Holy shit. Murdered.
Bedlam.
Hi.
Hello.
So this thing is like bigger than me.
Yes, it is.
So I kind of take a power squat, and I aim my spear up and I'm trying to stab at it as much as I can.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna stab at it with my cool spear.
Remember, you use wisdom because you used the shillelagh.
Yes, I do remember. Okay, wisdom. Yes. Okay. Haikya. Oh god. 9?
9 will not hit.
No, fuck. Okay. Yeah, then I'm good. That's
Okay.
right there.
H, F, and G are going to attack you, Maddie.
Okay.
Wow, I am rolling really high, apparently. One of them is going to hit you again for another 7 points of damage.
Wow.
Listen, man, they're doing their bestest. That was the max damage roll. Miles, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna move up some.
Okay.
Probably next to Ariale, because I'm pretty sure that's as far as I can go. Yeah, I'll move up next to Ariale, slowly make my way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
And I'm going to, spoiler alert, Eldritch Blast. Oh, that die's gone. I'll get that later.
Die go bye-bye.
Die go bye-bye. That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
So, which one do you want to obliterate?
I'll go with... Can I hit the one in... Actually, Beldam's shorter than it. I could totally hit the one in front of
Yeah,
it.
you could totally hit the one in front of Bedlam.
Yeah.
So it's max 1 die and...
Max 1 die, roll the second, yeah.
Okay, so that's 15.
Yeah, it perishes. Its shell also shatters under the force of Eldritch Blast.
Alright. That's my turn.
And it goes flipping end over end.
I'll get my other die while I'm...
He just perished.
It fell behind my desk.
Oh no.
So D is going to attack you again, Maddie. That's not gonna hit anything. Ariella, your turn.
Oh, don't move.
Okie dokie. Ariale is going to cast magnify gravity, like right here, so it grabs these two crabs. Because I don't think she can make it's a 10-foot radius. I don't know if she can get all three of these crabs in it without hitting Madeline.
No, not without hitting Madeline.
Yeah. Then she's gonna go after these two down here. And clip both of them on
Yeah,
the outer
because...
edge.
Well...
According to the ruler, you can.
You could probably hit these three if you placed it out here. Like in this...
that case, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ruler, for you have made my day.
What is that? Strength save?
Con.
Con? Perfect. That's even worse.
That's even worse.
What's your DC?
14.
Alright. F is the only one that saves.
Okay, cool. Then all of them
Or is that
except
E?
F have their movement
That's
halved.
F. And they take damage, right?
And, yeah, that's 7 points of force damage on a fail. Half that on a success.
Okay, G takes 7. F takes 3. And D takes 7. D is quite injured.
I just realized for Beldum, he just had an Eldritch Blast sail right over his head.
And then send the crab flipping end over end.
Unironically, I feel like Bedlam. Why you made me fuck up? Bedlam sees you do that enough that when he sees that, I feel like he just turns around and gives you a thumbs up.
Like he trusts it.
Oh yeah, he's like, I know that Eldritch Blast anywhere. That's Miles' Eldritch Blast. Good job.
Madeline, what do you want to do?
She's gonna hit F just because it's there.
Nice. This is like really boss fight level music for some crabs. Hold on.
The crabs!
Is a 15 good?
Yeah, 15 will hit.
That will be 14 points of damage.
13?
14.
14. Even better. On F?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it dies. Bedlam. What would you like to do?
Hi. I'm gonna do a little side steppy. I'm stepping over here. And then I'm doing Thorn Whip. My new cantrip. Layering it with, it doesn't look like a Thorn Whip, obviously. It looks like a little trail of stardust or some shit. Because, it's stars. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to roll to hit the boy. Let me roll to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hear the music? Are you sure?
I got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Does
you're
that
right.
hit?
You're right. You can't hear the music. Why can't you hear the music?
I can't hear the music. Illegal.
There we go. Don't know why that was... Was that broken the whole stream?
Probably.
God friggin...
I have you muted because...
Yes? Oh my word. Well, I'm gonna turn the music slightly up. There we go.
Oh.
We live like this. This is fine. Alright, Bedlam, what did you roll on your Thorn Whip?
So I rolled a dirty 20.
Mm.
And I did roll the damage. I got a 6.
You got a 6 on the damage roll? On which one?
I got a 6 on H, and I'm allowed to pull him up to 10 feet.
Yes, do you want to do so?
And I'm putting him right in front of me. I'm getting him off of Madeline. I'm helping thin the herd.
Alright, cool beans. It is in fact H and G's turn, so Bedlam.
Yes, protect me.
He is gonna miss. Madeline.
Ah.
He is also going to miss. Miles, your turn.
So, I Eldritch Blast.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
No, go for it. Go for it.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Which one?
Yes. We'll do D. Why not?
D? Alright, cool.
For 6 damage.
That perishes him. Look at that, Bob killed one.
I killed 2.
2! Yeah, you covered your 2 that you needed to kill.
I covered my 2.
I
can go on government mandated break now.
My government mandate. I'm sorry, I'm on my union mandate. Alright, can't Eldritch Blast no more. I get a fine.
Arielle.
Okay.
Remember, I'm shorter than the crab. You can shoot either G or H. I'm
Okay. And
And
yeah,
small.
Ariella is gonna pitch another firebolt at, yeah, she's gonna pitch it at H.
Okay, do it.
Now a firebolt goes sailing over my head. What a lovely afternoon at the beach.
Beach
That's
episode.
20 to hit.
20 to hit? Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
That's cocked.
How much?
Okay, 9 points of damage. I somehow managed to get a D10 cocked on the side of my dice tray.
That kills it. So, Bedlam.
Once again,
Yeah.
turns around, gives you a thumbs up.
You thorn whip this crab over, you're getting your spear out, but before you can ever do anything, a firebolt hits the side of it and it just falls over.
I want to note that Bedlam has been kill stealed twice now by you fucking squishies at your corners. You fucking let him bite them, goddamn.
We're just trying to help.
You are...
Madeline.
Oh,
I mean, Madeline also stole one with her classroom.
it's okay, listen. See, Bedlam in character is like, I'm so proud of my friends, this is great, we're doing great. Dare is like, I want violence and murder, let me kill.
You know what's even funnier? Bedlam has gotten 0 kills, and I'm pretty sure Madeline has accounted for his 2 kills he was supposed to get.
Listen, again, Bedlam, he's proud of his friends. He's so happy. Dare? What's next?
Don't worry, there'll be more crabs.
I want to kill things.
Highest damage. Yeah?
Madeline's cool, but...
No, go ahead. I'm talking to Rex, who's fucking
Uh,
roasting me. Shut up.
Madeline's craving some crab leg. She's gonna bite this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. That uses your
That's a
con mod to hit, right?
Yes.
Interesting, okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
That will definitely eat some crab. How much crab are we talking?
8 points of crab. I rolled max damage.
Yeah, so you snap this thing's leg, you hear bones break, and it dies.
Wait.
Yum.
I just hear the wait from Bob.
Wait.
I didn't get to kill anything.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, wait, I'm confused. What?
Nothing. Nothing, it's fine.
What do you mean?
Nothing, it's fine.
He's doing
Okay.
crab math. Leave him alone.
Absolutely, I'm doing crab math.
He's doing crab math. Leave him alone.
I'm confused, but okay. Alright.
Madeline's also gonna start collecting crab
Crabs do
legs.
not have bones.
They don't?
It's the
Crabs do not have bones. They have an exoskeleton.
They have exoskeleton.
Well, then you hear the exoskeleton crack.
That's it. Mylon.
It's bones that they wear.
No, hold on, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Bob. So sorry, Bob, those are
Yes.
bones. They wear them. I agree with you, Mylon. Those are bones.
It's a shell.
It's outside bones.
Outside bones. I'm not dumb.
Outer
suit.
bone.
Bone suit. Bone suit. Bone suit. Bone suit.
See, we have meat suit. They have bone suit. Meat suit and bone suit. Their bone suit. We're meat suit.
Excellent.
Anyway.
Okay, according to Birch Aquarium at Scripps
Oh my
Institution of
God.
Oceanography in UC San Diego,
Yes.
crabs do not have bones. Instead, they have a hard skeleton on the outside called called an exoskeleton. But exoskeletons are
Bone suit. Bone suit. Bone suit. Bone suit. Bone suit.
Skeletons are made of bones. Anyway, Bedlam will also start, like, scrabbling around and ripping off crab legs like a goblin to help, like, gather the legs.
Yeah, we're out collecting crab legs.
Yeah, Bedlam is scouring for legs.
Yeah,
Are the
yeah.
legs bigger than him?
They're about, well, no, they're smaller than you are.
Okay, good. I was thinking he's got this, like, fucking barn full of legs that are, like,
They have 3 foot long legs. That's crazy talk. They have like foot and a half long legs.
Well, then how are they taller than me? They're all leg. There's like a flat disc to their body.
No, they're like, they got a rounded shell.
I like how
And they've got a big body.
Crab anatomy. We're just arguing crab anatomy. It's like, do they have bones? How much is the leg? How much percent of the body is the leg? Anyway, yes, I'm gathering legs. Anyway. Gather crab leg.
I still argue exoskeletons are not made of bone.
Bone suit.
Anyway.
Bone suit.
Anyway.
Anyway. Bryn Mora will offer to hold on to all the crab legs you guys collect and stuff.
Bedlam, if she says that, he will scuttle over to her, like the kid who's like handing you his like package of crayons, and just shove all the crab legs up to her so she can take them. Have crab leg.
Pocket Bard, if you're listening, I need that desktop app, please.
Pocket Bard, if you're listening, it's like you're throwing out some prayer to God in your most desperate.
BlueStacks takes up so much CPU, it's not even funny. It's not even funny.
Pray to whatever gods you believe in, and maybe they'll listen to you.
They're working on the desktop app as like it's on the way. That's like the next thing on their docket, basically. But like, by golly, I need it. It will make my life so much easier.
So we hand over crab leg.
Right. And then there was one more location to hit.
Quick, like, vibe check. How does the group look like they're feeling about us? Like, do we seem...
Insight. Insight.
Okay.
With us arguing over bones? I don't know.
We're sitting there...
Chitin is not a bone.
Bedlam is just sitting there, like, doing the, like, slapping one hand into the other thing and being like, skeletons are made of bone.
It's a bone suit!
It's a bone suit. It is made of bone. Anyway, that is their bones. Anyway, I need to start having stupid arguments in Bedlam's voice because that'll make them funnier. Insight.
Chitin, not bone.
I got an 8. I'm too busy arguing about bones.
I just like the idea of Miles and
Bedlam
arguing about bones.
Yeah. Bedlam, like, had one fleeting thought to, like, oh, I should see how the group is, like, feeling about us, and then Miles said that shit of, like, they don't have bones. And then Bedlam's like, no, but they have bones, they're just on the outside, and then they're arguing about bones. It's in character that is happening, I don't care.
Thorgrim over here, the actual druid with knowledge, is the one that's, like, providing the, no, it's chitin.
That's when Bedlam just kind of like sits back and he like listens and he thinks and then he goes, I mean, to be fair, I'm a druid of the stars, not of crabs.
Circle of crabs, druid.
Circle of crabs! Yes! This needs to be a thing!
Along with Pact of Used Car Salesmen, we need both of these subclasses, Wade.
Next campaign.
Oh my gosh.
I'm adding
Circle
that to
of
my status.
crabs.
I'm adding that to my status. Now it's
Circle
Pact
of
Used Car Salesmen and
crabs.
Circle of Crabs. Agreed.
I need Circle of Crabs in my life. It needs to happen.
All of your spells are all crab related.
You get a special humongous crab form as your wild shape.
Yes.
No. You can wild shape into the apparatus of the crab. Like you just wild shape into that.
My thought was also when you wild shape, you can only become different kinds of crabs. Crab subspecies. If it's not categorized as a crab, you can't be it.
You need to be a crustacean of some sort.
Yes, a crustacean.
You can turn people into crabs. Yes.
Yes. You do get the spell that lets you turn people into crabs. Agreed.
You natively are able to command crabs.
Summon greater crab.
Isn't there a word for
crabs to
the
battle.
fact that everything is evolving slowly into
Crab
crabs?
cycle. Or it's the crab cycle, I think.
I thought it was something different, but I know what you're talking about. It might be the
Crab
crab
cycle is
cycle.
something else, but yes, there's a crab cycle.
Where it's the idea that everything just eventually evolves into crabs.
Yeah. Yes, the crab
You could
cycle.
base the circle off of that idea. Everything becomes crabs in the end.
The crab cycle.
Wait, that's such a good idea.
The crab cycle. I think we should get off this before the rest of the stream is Circle of Crab related. Wait, no, never mind. Wait, Krabby Joe. Krabby Joe is a Circle of Crabs. That's what he is. Wait, we cracked the code. We cracked the code, boys. Krabby Joe is a Circle of Crabs. We cracked it. He's getting us to do his patron's bidding. That's what this side quest is.
Oh my goodness.
These are like
Pact of the Crab then?
Some shit. Pact of the Crab. Oh wait, you're right. Pact of the Crab. You're right.
No, Pact of the Crab would be Pact of the Crab. I'm gonna level with you. It's either Celestial or the Fae. It's one of those two.
I would like to argue for Fae, so that instead of having Fae presence, you have crab presence, and you can either charge your foes with crab.
Party buff, you enhance an ally's abilities, granting +1 to attack and damage rolls, then +2, then regenerating, and as the buff lasts, it grows more powerful over the minute. But at the end of the minute, the dude turns into a crab. That's so great!
I like the idea of, like, really good buff, but then you're a crab for, like, a couple minutes.
I love that so freaking much. This is by far and away the best non-canon episode I've ever done.
You Someone remind me later, because I will forget. If you remind me, I will draw the Crabbiest for you. I will draw it at Krabby Joe.
Oh my goodness. Okay, back to your insight check. The only thing you're able to tell is that Kiriko really wanted to jump in on roasting some crabs. He's holding firebolts in his hand, and he's like looking at Thorgrim, and Thorgrim is like giving him the no. Yeah, he's giving him the no stare.
The bombastic
Bombastic side. Okay, good. Now, shall we travel to where other crab be?
Yes, would you guys like to put yourself back into a party order?
Yes, I think we'll just reform our formation.
Yeah.
Get behind me, squishies.
I want to do something dumb in the next one.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Whoa.
Here,
I'm on board.
I'll protect Ariale then. I
want to do something dumb.
Are we gonna go melee lock?
What shape is this?
Yeah, kinda.
What shape is this?
Please cast Armor of Agathis and try to get hit.
Wait.
Or Hellish Rebuke.
What kind of shape is this, guys? I'm just
A quadrilateral.
a quadrilateral.
Because it's not a parallelogram, and it's not a trapezoid. Because you didn't have parallel lines.
I'm ready for wave of 2 crab.
Yeah, it's great.
Papa,
Yeah, what's up?
What you're saying is it's Miles' turn to tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miles' turn to tank. Actually, yeah, I agree. Let's all get behind Miles. I actually agree.
Miles, lead the charge.
Let's all get
Absolutely.
behind
Miles leads the charge.
Miles, let's all get behind Miles. Yeah. Let the warlock go.
This is
first.
either gonna be really good
or you're gonna die on
really
his
bad.
ass.
No, it's
Yeah,
gonna be really
like-
dumb, but it's gonna be great.
I can't wait for you to like knock yourself out via like
Absolutely.
12 crabs in front of the cool adventurers we're trying to impress.
Listen, I'm not the one trying to impress them. I came along for the ride.
Wait, no, dude, if you purposely get yourself knocked out, I can heal you and I can be
Yeah,
extra
make it
cool.
look
Actually,
good. Make us look good.
yeah, Miles, actually go in there and get fucked up so I can save your ass. Miles, actually go in there, trip and fall directly on a crab.
Miles, have I mentioned how good of a wingman you are?
Yeah, Miles, you're our emotional support twig. You got your emotional support twig, bro. You got it.
Emotional support swing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So go in there and let the crabs pinch your little cheeks.
Oh no. Okay. Alright.
What? What do you mean? Oh no.
Just what's about to go down. Alright, so you guys travel for another hour. Let me roll for a random encounter.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
We do have a
I'm
random
so
encounter.
good.
Let me roll for what type? Where's my D12? This one.
Okay, I wasn't prepared for a random encounter.
No.
Stick with the blast. Stick with the blast.
It's better this than the whole horde of them, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, stick with the blast.
I rolled fine. It's not a combat random encounter. You guys see off the shore a couple of fishermen passing by on a boat. They give a small wave to you as they sail south back towards the village.
Bedlam excitedly waves back at them, like whole arm jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Way back. Why not?
There's your random encounter. Fun times. Anyway. You guys get to another camp. It looks like a similar type of thing going on. You've got crates, a rowboat, some fishing traps, that sort of thing, and a bunch of crabs. Let me go pull out some crabios.
Crabs.
Crabs.
How many do I
Alright,
have?
Miles, you remember the plan.
Absolutely, I remember the plan.
The plan.
I remember the plan. By the way, because I don't know if you want it to be stated, mage armor.
I figured that was a given, but yeah, sure.
Dog,
Okay, yes,
jump
but-
in front, of course you're doing mage armor. If
Okay.
you did that,
Yes, but I'm so used to Baldur's Gate being really mean and being like, no, you have to manually reapply that,
Oh.
even though it's at will.
I have
I always
opinions.
forget to.
Same.
Same.
Same with False Life Invocation and Bind Pact Weapon.
Yeah, and bind pact weapon. You know what's really dumb? If you conjure a pact weapon, you still have to reconjure one. It doesn't stay. It doesn't stay.
That is so
attuned to
stupid.
you. It's weird.
That is so dumb.
That is very dumb.
So this is the last round of crabs.
Is it the last round of crabs?
Yeah, there were two groups, right?
Okay.
And this is the second. So unless there's like the great queen crab rising from the ocean after this.
This
I
is
have an
like-
idea.
I should have kept my fucking mouth shut. Oh my god.
Nah, that's for next time.
The crab queen? It's for next time. Crab.
Alright.
Crab.
I kind of
Oh
just
God,
placed
he's
you.
going.
I kind of placed you an arbitrary distance away. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Thing too. Okay.
Alright. So, wait. Let me consult my DM notes. It's just a sheet of paper with crabs all over it. You got a CR8 crab you can send me? That's terrifying. I don't need to throw a CR8 at 4 4s.
Oh The crab queen.
But fives maybe. Now we're
His
talking.
Mr. Salty. His name is Mr. Salty.
That's
I
great.
want to meet Mr. Salty one day.
All right, how
Now
close?
you'll kick
How
my
how
ass.
close? How close do you guys want to get again?
I want to get close.
I would also like to get close.
I am actually going to stand in the back for once. I'll let Miles take my spot. There you go, Miles. Go have fun. I'll be the squishy.
All right, anyone who wants to get.
Can I go there?
I'm gonna move though a little bit. I need to get within.
I'm guessing stealth check.
Stealth check, yep.
Closer range.
Are you always gonna try to like mid-range it?
I got a 5.
Me and
Actually, no, sorry, 8.
Oh, hold on. I gotta check. I wanna check.
well, I got a 5.
Okay, I'll do that, and then yeah, I'll roll stealth. Give me a hot minute. How
Look.
good is my stealth?
Ariella, go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth. Yeah, stealth. I will roll stealth.
Me and Miles
Oh,
both get our work.
I got a 4.
I'm also gonna prep Shillelagh.
I'll also prep Shillelagh. I
got a
prepped Shillelagh
9.
and I got a 4. Guys, we suck at it.
I think they see us.
I love how every stealth check you rolled in front of your mentors are just terrible. You're clearly god awful at being quiet. It's really funny. It's really stinking funny.
Listen.
About bones versus chitin, clearly.
Listen, I have pass without trace. When I need it, I use it, but when I don't use it, I'm terrible.
Okay, I'm just saying they're called the wrecking crew. I don't think they're used to quiet either.
That's fair.
That's a good point.
That is very fair.
That's a good point.
Okay.
They're the type of payday players who just go loud every single time.
So us?
Fair.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, clearly we failed. Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Because I'm ready. I have my game plan. I'm going to.
I actually rolled okay.
Okay. Please
Holy
work.
crap,
Please
one of
work.
these crabs nat 20'd.
Oh my god.
Oh.
God damn it. Okay.
Don't worry, they are just crabs, man.
Yeah, but one of them got a nat 20.
On an initiative roll, my guy.
I know, but he's moving so fast. He's so fast.
I see images, Matt. I see after images.
he's just so fast.
There we go. Alright. Madeline.
I got 19.
Miles.
I get 18.
Bedlam.
Got a real sexy 12.
Arielle.
Also got a 12.
Oh damn, twinsies. What's your dex? Probably higher than
Mine's
mine.
plus 4.
It's a +2. You go first. Listen, if it's not wisdom, Bedlam's not that great at it. If it's wisdom, he's great at it.
Here, what I can
I was
do.
in the weird position of having having a pretty darn good dex, and had initially in lower than dex.
I'm at like 20 in wisdom, but everything else is under a 15.
I had an idea. I was gonna organize you guys on my initiative builder by order of who had the highest dex, so that it automatically organized you. If you tied.
By that, yeah.
By that?
By that, with the dex modifier.
But I'll do that later when we have Mika back, so that I can get her dex as well. There are an unusual number of crabs in this desert. It's a coastline. We're along the coast of the Estel Bay.
I still like the narrative he's got going there, though, because he's talking about invasive species as though crabs could be invasive species in the desert.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a good narrative.
Alright, cool. Alright, so I've got Monsieur Crab over here. He's got like 3 targets he can pick from.
Wait, can you move that fast?
So anyway, you started blasting.
What? This is the spellcasting crab. Be careful.
He's gonna dash and pick a target.
Where is he
Oh wait, spellcasting crabs, right!
No, wait, no, he's not actually spellcasting casting crab. Can he actually?
Oh.
My life.
I talked about spicy crabs.
What is he casting?
I need to.
Wait, how do crabs cast? I need to know.
By looking up wizard spells really quick.
Uh-oh.
They have Google? Oh, we're fucked. They have Google.
Well, I
Anyway,
should probably use like something else using their wisdom, not their. Yeah, hold on. Druid spells.
No, oh god.
Oh no, honestly, crabs knowing druid spells would make the most sense. Guys, wait, they're not actually crabs, they're just circle of crab druids.
They're circle of crab druids.
Well, GG.
It's just a fucking army of multiple druids. All in crab form.
Is this a save?
They just start casting
Yes.
shit like guiding bolt.
Alright, so Crab Eye kind of steps up here, and I need to pick a target.
What does he do?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Ariale!
Oh no, not the squishy.
Uh-oh.
No! This is perfect!
Yeah, what does he do? What does he do?
I need you to make a constitution save against being targeted with magic.
Bro.
Okay, that gives me advantage.
Yes, it does. Because you're attuned to the ruby.
Okay.
And that one requires an action, so that's all I get from that. Thank goodness for the advantage. Not much better.
My guy,
You said
it's like a...
con save?
Yeah, it's a con save.
Okay, I have to... I wanna... Okay.
I'm gonna use Chronal Shift to give myself another roll.
Okay, well you can reroll with advantage.
Oh my god. I want to point something out that I only now looked up, and I hate that I looked it up now because of magic casting crab. I forgot I have gnomish magic resistance.
My guy.
For like all of the fucking campaign, and then I went, wait, the crabs are casting? And then I checked, and then I was like, oh wait, that's actually really useful.
Wait, but isn't that only on mental saves? Your gnomish magic resistance, isn't that only on mental saves?
It's only for magic. Yeah, it's for any magic thing, so it's for saves on magic stuff. It's really vague. I can barely find anything that actually tells me what it is.
Hold on. I got you.
You have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
Yeah, so anytime a spell is directed at you and it forces you to make an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you have advantage.
The point that I'm making is it's so stupid that I went through this whole fucking campaign. The fucking fight with the fucking fire dog, forgot about it.
Yeah, you would have been nice.
Crab casting a spell, my brain goes, oh shit, I better check. What that does.
Anyway, what did you roll on your final con save?
12.
Don't worry, it's a DC 9. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna have a high DC.
I hope out of all 4 times I rolled, that was the only one that passed.
That's really funny. I'm sorry, but that's really funny.
I mean, to be fair to Ariale, when have you seen a crab cast magic? She's been caught off guard. To be fair.
Which mental stat am I using? Well, originally I was gonna go with intelligence, but they have a 1 in intelligence, and so I was like, let's not. Let's just use their 9 wisdom.
Crabs are so wise. They're really the wisest animals of the animal kingdom.
They're really not.
I know. I'm joking. They're the wise men of the sea.
Ariella is so blindsided by the fact that this crab is casting magic.
This crab pulled out.
It takes her a minute. She has to double take. Goes, oh wait, crap.
I don't blame
Then
you, bro.
literally has to use time magic to.
You felt your hands grow cold, and yeah, you felt your hands grow cold and frostbite beginning to spread on your fingers, and then you chronal shifted, and you're okay.
Crab cast frostbite.
I wasn't about to do create bonfire.
Oh come on, that would've been funny.
I might still do it.
Holy shit.
Madeline.
Alright, was I able to see which crab did that?
I did. This boy.
Okay, and do any others, like, does it have anything that makes it look different from the others?
Nope.
Freak of nature. Kill it.
Alright, what's it, how far is that?
Spellcaster crab.
So, Mel's gonna come, like, up here. She's going to shoot it.
Good, shoot it.
Do you want to use your throwing hammer?
I want to use a gun.
Oh, you want to use a gun?
I'm sorry, the comedy of, do you want to use your throwing hammer? I want to use a gun.
Okay, roll the hit.
I want to use a gun. Shoot it.
That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that hits a crab.
That, yeah.
And then that does 15 damage.
On this poor man? Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to reload.
Yeah?
And then I am going to action surge and shoot. Did that kill that one or no?
Not quite.
Oh, he's alive. My God.
He's still struggling.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll use my bonus action to reload and then my next action to throw the hammer at it.
Okay. Roll the hit with the hammer. Since it's a thrown weapon, you can use either strength or dex, I believe.
Okay.
And I think it's a +1, right? Yeah. 16 hits.
Oh, plus 1 on 17. And then I don't know the damage on it because I don't know the stuff.
Well, I'd have to go back and pull it up, but it's a warhammer.
Oh, it's just a warhammer?
It's basically a warhammer with the thrown property that returns to your hand after you throw it.
Okay.
And then it has a +1 to hit and damage rolls, to attack and damage rolls. I'm like 98% certain about that. Hold on.
That is a chonk hammer.
Okay, let me go check that really quick. Throwing hammer. Come here. Yeah, it's a warhammer.
Okay, then that is...
It has the thrown property with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. When you hit with a ranged attack using this weapon, it deals an extra D8 of damage. Immediately after the attack, the weapon flies back to your hand. This is I remember I gave you a throwing hammer +1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it has a +1 to attack and damage rolls as well.
15 damage.
Oh, God.
Ow. Yeah,
It's dead.
Yeah, you crunch.
It's big dead.
It is crunched. J, O, and Q. I need to decide who are... Okay, you're gonna be a caster. We're gonna make you bold. We're gonna make actually, we're gonna make casters italics.
Masters are italics. Wait, so are there fighter crabs, druid crabs, wizard crabs? Are there warlock crabs? Can they make pacts with their crab gods? Is there crabs society? I need to know. Where are the
There we go. Okay, so J, O, and Q. Alright, so J is going to step out over here.
Okay.
And
He's a
actually
caster.
he's gonna step
He's
down
lining
here.
up.
He is lining it up.
Oh, he's lining up. He's a caster. I can feel it in my bones. Wait, I'm in the line of fire. Wait, what's he doing? Wait, no. What's he doing? Wait. Fireball.
I don't think I can realistically hit Ariel with this.
Oh no, what's he doing? Is he doing create bonfire? What is he doing?
No. Wait, let me check the range on this.
Okay.
Oh, I have to fling it at a...
Crab sticks in the grapple.
Alright, he's gonna pick a target. Let's see. Who does he pick? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's he doing?
Apparently he picks Miles.
Hi.
Hey, Matt's wanted to take.
Yay! I still get to revive Miles for clout. Yeah.
So the crab waves a hand and a knife made of salt water freezes and flies at you, Miles.
He's piss knife. The crab cast piss knife.
What's your AC?
It's only 16.
Okay,
Does
well,
piss knife hit?
I miss.
Okay.
Oh.
So it
Look,
doesn't
it
doesn't do the piercing damage, but it does explode.
It
I need you to make a
shatters,
dex save.
yeah. Does it hit any of the rest of us or no?
No, it's only a 5-foot radius. It's not that
Yeah.
big.
That's a 15 to a dex save?
You take no damage.
Okay, cool.
The fact that crab has enough knowledge to cast fucking ice knife is a little perplexing to Bedlam. because keep in mind, he studied Druidism on his own for years, and I think just recently he got to the place where he could cast ice knife. And this crab is casting ice knife. I feel like he's like, wait, am I as dumb as a crab, or is that crab too smart? Wait. Like, he's having a moment. He's like, wait a minute.
Madeline, what's your AC again?
19.
Okay, only one of those crab hits you. You take 5 points of damage and you're grappled.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, you're so boo-booed.
Miles.
Ouchie.
Hi! I would like to move right here.
Yeah?
Oh,
It casts Arms of Haidar.
Oh yeah, let's do this! That's con saves, right?
Strength.
Oh. Is that a 10-foot radius, or what is that?
10-foot radius on me.
Alright, that hits all 4 of those fools. 2, 3, 4. Ah. What's your DC? I don't think...
14.
Yeah, none of them pass.
So that's 12 necrotic damage each.
Ow! Okay, what is that? KLM JKLM. Wait, JKLM. 12 necrotic damage each?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. 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 Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
oh shit.
He's not quite dead yet, but he's almost dead.
He survived. He survived. He survived the Great Crab Purge. Oh my god.
L and M.
I would
Goodbye.
I would really like it if I could kill one crab.
It was Arms of Haidar.
I would love it.
Oh, by the way, you can't take reactions.
He can't take reactions? Good to know. Okay. I don't think it'll matter, but okay.
I don't think it'll matter, but it should probably let you know.
No, that's fair.
If you could leave like one crab by the time we get to the bottom of the initiative, I'd really appreciate it.
Well, it's Ariela's
I can
turn.
do that.
It's Ariela's turn.
I can leave a crab, although
Just one singular.
I am.
No, do it. Melt them all.
Absolutely nuke at least one crab.
Why don't
Do
you
it.
kill the guy who's already like on death's door? Hold him out.
That was beautiful, Bob.
That was very good.
That was my plan.
It was a decent plan.
Okay, then. Yeah, Ariella is just gonna cast. She's gonna cast Fireball. Not Fireball, Firebolt on Kay.
Okay, roll the
I
hit.
don't care what Bedlam said. I said I cast Fireball.
No,
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm brain no words.
I know, you're okay. Thank you for saving me at least.
Oh, okay, this actually might not hit. Is that, does a 10 hit?
No, I'm sorry, you miss.
Damn!
Yeah, Dice said no. It's fine.
It's fine. It happens. It happens.
Maybe next turn. Then she's going to waddle this way a little bit.
Okay.
And she waddled away.
Bedlam.
And she waddled away. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get to kill something. So, Bedlam wants to impress. Bedlam wants to impress, and he's still got all his wild shapes. So we're gonna wild shape.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the star thing.
Yeah.
So I am Big Star Man. I'm taking Archer Constellation because that's the fuck you constellation.
I agree.
And now what we're doing here is I'm doing a couple things here. So first,
I don't remember exactly where you were. Whatever.
I think I was 50 feet from K. No, 40, 50, 45. It's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't super matter.
Yeah. First, I will do my Archer Constellation ranged on K.
Okay.
To try to nuke him. So let's try. Let's attempt. Please work. Hacha. 22.
That will hit.
Okay, sick. And then
Roll me
that
a
is-
damage.
Yeah, that's 1d8 plus my whiz, so I have to remember what a d8 looks like. What is it? Listen, Bedlam and we have similar brain cells, okay?
Oh no.
1d8 plus my whiz. My whiz is very high, so this is good for me. Oh shit, I maxed that. It's 8 plus 5. I think he's dead.
You send this man to the Shadow Realm.
You know the clip of Dr. Manhattan doing like the hand wave and the thing like exploding? It's that. It's that. He just waves his hand and it's dead. So that's the first. That was the bonus action.
Yes, it was.
And then looks like Madeline's got some friends over here. I am going to use my fun, funky star map to do a guiding bolt on the one to her left.
Okay.
I'm going for blood. I want murder. I want death.
Moiter.
Does
He's beat up by the
13 hit?
emotional support link.
A what?
Does 13 hit?
I'm sorry, no.
What? Okay.
Right.
What did you say?
He can't be beat up by the emotional support twink.
He can't.
He cannot.
Okay, and then that is my turn. I am now a starry boy.
Alright. PRN. Are any of you castors? No, you are. Oh, one of you is.
Master Crab.
Caster Crab.
Let's do Mr. Castor first. What are you gonna do? 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 Who are you gonna call?
Who you gonna call? Caster Crab. Da 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 da. Da crab caster.
Freaking, which one is this again? N. Okay. So N is going to come over here. Actually, no, he'll just chill right here. He'll just chill right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Arigali again. You're getting a stone sent your way. He picks up a stone and hurls it.
Damn. Oh wait, is it magic stone?
It is magic stone.
Oh my god. Caster Crab strikes again.
But he wildly misses.
Literally the only reason I know most of these fucking spells is it's the druid list, so I'm like, oh, I know that spell.
Yeah, it's great. And then the other two of these, can they close in? Can either of you? Hell no. Hell no. Okay.
No, we're too far apart.
Madeline's free.
Madeline is free. They're both gonna close in on you and come say hi. Neither hit though.
Oh.
You sound upset about that. Madeline, it is your turn.
Alright, so who's grappling me again?
I believe it's Q. Yeah, it's Q.
Alright, so as my bonus action, I am going to become large.
Oh, yeah?
And then I am going to swing Magic Hammer down on its head.
Go for it.
I like how both you and I are like, I'm just gonna use my fancy thing so they can see how cool I am. I don't care that it's crabs.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of the fighter's job.
Damage?
I'm bad at math. 18 damage.
Holy shit.
18?
God.
I want to paint a picture for you.
Yeah.
This crab had 6 maximum hit points.
Oh, God.
Not only did you do enough to drop him to 0, not only did you do enough to outright kill him by doing 12 points of damage, you did triple his HP by doing 18. He legit cracks in half underneath your hammer and is buried into the sand.
That guy's gone. Wow, a murder and a burial all in one. So efficient. So efficient.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's all.
I think she's done enough for him. I think she's done enough.
Crab O is going to try to hit you, Maddie. He's gonna hit Shocker. Okay. He does 7 points of damage and is now grappling you.
Okay, I know what I'm doing next turn.
Oh, God.
He does not know what's good for him. Miles.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna go here.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
I'm going to Le Banc.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
I'm
Le Banc.
killing one that's not near Madeline. I have a plan if it gets to me. I have a plan. You're going to bonk.
I'm going to Banc. I actually. That's a nat 20.
So max the die and roll another one. What's give me the hurt?
15 points of damage.
Yeah, you obliterate O. Maddie, good news, you're no longer being grappled.
Maddie, you're no longer being grappled.
Look, if I can actually roll, I can actually do stuff.
Ariale.
Okay. I am in the mood to absolutely nuke a crab. N was the caster, correct?
Yeah, N was the caster.
Okay. Casting Mind Spike on it.
Mind Spike. What save is
I
that?
need a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. Okay. I thought for a second it was intelligence. Oh, I nat one.
No,
Okay.
it's Mind Sliver.
It don't matter. I nat one. What give me what's up?
Okay, that's gonna be 3d8 psychic damage.
Ow!
Yeah, that's an ouch.
That's 12 points of damage.
It's dead. It's so dead.
It's actually not quite dead.
It's not. Oh my God, it's alive.
I'm not surprised. I hit 4 of them for 12 and 1 of them survived.
Fair enough.
Bedlam.
Hi. I want to do
Hi.
a fun thing. I want to test a fancy new spell I got.
Yeah?
So, alright, so the 3 of them are still alive, TM. Okay, so I'm gonna put the spell It has a range
Temporarily.
of 10 feet. I'm putting it here, so it hits all 3 of them.
Yeah?
I'm doing Wither and Bloom.
Oh, Wither and Bloom is kind of is scary.
So each of those crabs must make a con saving throw against my DC, which is 15.
Wait, I have bad news.
Yes? Yes?
Wither and Bloom is from Strixhaven.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Damn it. Alright, never mind.
I'm sorry.
I won't do that. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do something else. What else will I do?
You get Flaming Sphere. I'm sorry, what?
Flaming What else will I do? That's a good question.
This sounds like battle music to me, not exploratory music.
Well, first, regardless, I'll use... N looked kind of rough, right? I'm assuming?
I mean, N just got absolutely slammed with a mind spike.
So I'm gonna move here, that's my 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my archer, which is my bonus action, on him.
Okay.
So that, maybe that will take him out. Let me see. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a nat 20. That's a good
Okay.
archer.
Max the damage, roll more.
So that's 1d8 already.
That's
Roll
8.
D8, and then my whiz mod.
8 plus a
So
d8
that's
plus your
8,
whiz mod.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17 points of damage. Man's had 6 HP.
He's dead.
He is indeed perish.
So that's that. And then... Good question, then what? I think I know what I would like to do. I'm going to do...
Man, I want to cast Flame Blade as a crab. You have no idea.
Flame Blade? So I'm going to waddle my little... I can't waddle. That's correct. I'm going to... I don't know what I'm gonna... I have so many options, that's the problem. I don't know. I'm sorry, I think I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pass, that's all I'll do, honestly. That's fine. Y'all can kill them, I know they're gonna be dead in like 2 turns, maybe 1. That's good enough for me. I crit, that was good enough for me.
I mean, they both get a turn to attack Madeline.
Oh yeah, because they're definitely gonna kill Madeline.
That's
true.
P hits you for 3 points of damage. Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm just curious, what are you at?
27.
Oh my god.
Madeline, your turn.
So Madeline's still big. She's gonna like pick up P and just like bite it like it's a burger, you know?
Go for it.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then... 11 damage.
On P?
Yes.
That will kill it.
Yum.
Nice.
Chomp.
Chitin taste.
Kite.
And now back up to 38.
Yep, she's fine.
Miles.
So, would it surprise you for me to say I'm going to walk up
Yes.
And bonk.
Go for it.
Yeah, that track.
I actually might miss this bonk. Hold on. Does a 14 hit?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh. I had the funniest mental image of this twink in a fur cloak walking up to this crab with the most cheerful smile and just whack.
Just whack.
That was what happened earlier.
That was what happened earlier, and then it just exploded.
Ariale.
Oh boy, it's my turn. Ariela's gonna cast
Are you-
Chromatic Orb on this one.
Wait, are you gonna do it?
What?
Are you gonna do the
What?
thing with the ruby?
I would like to.
What are you doing? What are you doing with the ruby on one crab?
Well, Ariella is going to cast. Like, I want to see this thing absolutely disintegrate. Ariella is going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level, but expend a charge of the ruby to cast it at 3rd level.
Good.
What element of chromatic orb? I'm just curious.
hopes that maybe I get roasted crab.
Alright, cool.
Thank you.
Roll to hit.
If you miss, that'll be so sad.
Oh
Don't.
no, I think I do miss.
No!
Oh no!
You don't
Okay,
know.
I'm using chromatic. I'm using chromatic shift.
Didn't
Not
you
chromatic.
use it?
Chronal shift. The
Did you
thingy.
use that once? Do you use it more than once?
It's a reaction, so I can use
Oh,
it twice
okay.
for long rest. Okay,
Okay.
that one's better. 23 to hit.
23, that hits. Roll me
Okay, so that's,
3,
that's
4,
gonna be 5
5d8 of damage.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Chitin everywhere.
Crab bone. Anyway.
Okay, where the heck is another d8? I'm using the miniature one. I am out of d8s.
That's a good feeling.
It really is. Oh, that's a lot of. Okay. That's 40. That's 45 points of 5.
What?
I rolled 2 8s, a 6, a 7, and a 6.
Good.
16. 16 and 12 is 28. And 7. No.
Did I math wrong? I mathed wrong.
It's 33, but you're fine. It's 20 points more than his max HP. Yeah, he obliterates into several pieces, instantly cooks into perfectly cooked crab, and we are done here.
Oh my god.
This is great.
Well,
Anyway.
good job, gang. We've committed crab genocide. Anyway, I'm gonna stay in my fun star form for as long as it lets me, just because I want to vibe like this.
Do it.
No.
Anyway, so we'll go ahead and it's 11 o'clock. We've gone a little long with our unofficial
Crap.
side mission, but anyway, it's fine. We got to commit crab genocide. So you guys make it back to the village. Krabby Joe is over the moon about receiving so much crab meat and stuff. He pays Thorgrim a bag of gold, and Thorgrim takes it because I'm not gonna give you gold for just a side mission right now unless you guys go and do it on your own. But I will say on the flight back during the hour and a half. That's not the right set. During the hour and a half, Thorgrim is impressed by you guys not backing down from being outnumbered, because in both fights you were at least on a 2-to-1 outnumbered. The second one was a little worse because that was 10 crabs on 4 people, and it had spellweavers in there, so like. That was unexpected. So he was impressed with you guys like handling the unexpected spells and the numbers game, and he was like, you guys might not have rolled stealth so well, but let's be real, his party isn't stealthy either.
Yeah,
so
if this
he's
was the party
kind of like
rogues, we would have failed the vibe check, but this is not the party of rogues.
Nah, Thorgrim's like, you guys are cool. He's totally willing to teach you, Maddie, Charger, and he explains that he's going to be using his own wild shapes to shift into like elks and rhinos and stuff like that to show you how it's done.
It's funny.
And then Bryn Mora, she is quite impressed with Madeline's ability. She recognized the giant runes or whatever. She recognized the magic you pulled out, the rune knight thing. and like that's a perfectly valid way of taking down enemies. You crushed a multitude of crabs. She was also impressed with Mr. Miles, who ran into the center of a pack of crabs, no holds barred, to drop an AoE himself.
Hi.
Might have been stupid if it didn't kill almost all of them. So, good job. Free Flux had a blast. She was especially entertained by the 3rd level chromatic orb and the magnify gravity and Bedlam's star form. And then Kiriko mentions the Eldritch Blasts, the Fire Bolts, and also the chromatic orb specifically. Oh, Free Flux was also very excited about seeing Madeline pull out a pistol on a crab. So anyway.
I did what had to be done.
What?
I did what had to be done.
Agreed. She will absolutely 110%, like, absolutely. You go overboard or you don't go at all. But yeah, they actually liked seeing you fight. It was highly entertaining. And they think you guys could be a solid group of adventurers one day. Maybe even hunters of your own right. So yeah, you guys head back to Spiretop, and next time we will pick up, resuming back where we left off last time in the fortress. Capiche?
Capiche.
Yeah.
Alright, and that will be... What will that be? That will be, the 25th. Sound good, y'all?
Alright. Aye, Captain.
Alright, let me close some tabs really quick. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's raid Brave.
I was gonna say, certain Wolf was streaming.
Yeah, he's
been
great.
gone for a while.
Agreed. Anyway, so thank you everybody for coming along. I do appreciate. Let's gather our whole group back together. Yeah, let's put everyone back here. Bada beat bada boo. Ariale. Hello, Ariale. That was weird.
I was trying to move it to be helpful.
No, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting it, but I do appreciate it. That was also kind of funny the way that it bounced like that.
That was funny.
Alright. Thank you everybody for coming along. I hope you all have a very good night. No FF14 raid night tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday with more FF14 MSQ if you guys want to tune into that. But anyway, I will see you guys all later. Be sure to get food, take care of yourselves. There's the channel of who we're raiding if it doesn't bring you along. And I will see you guys all later. Let me punch in the command. Brave Okami. Alright. Thank you everybody. Have a good night all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. It was a fun stream. Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming along on my silly adventure with Krabby Joe's Crab Shack.
Crabs.
Hunt for the horde of crabbiness. I don't know.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
Anyway, peace out everybody. Have a good night.